Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to the Blue Read Podcast, episode number 11, 111. I'm Adrian. David's here.
Wait, I'm doing my vocal warm-ups.
Your vocal warm-ups sound like you're about to throw up.
Vocal warm-ups.
Also, his face would be All Good Evil 2 gets another
All
trailer. Hey, are we getting it? You think it's happening?
Yeah.
No.
What?
On this episode of bullshit, no, we're not getting it.
No, it's not even a rumor. It's not even that. Can't even get a rumor.
we wish we
Bullshit. Does the game even exist anymore? No, it doesn't.
It does. They showed some stuff off a few months ago. Kinda. No, what the fuck you mean no? Whatever, fuck you. Go play Guilty Gear. Shut up.
This is our video game podcast. We go live on twitch.tv/punk every Thursday night.
Dirtbag.
Post on YouTube, usually the next couple days after that on youtube.com/depunked and youtube.com/squarethemoviegod. We got audio podcasts. If you don't like looking at us, it's okay. We get it. You can go on there and iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all that good stuff. Google. They're all on there. Hit us with the download. Hit us with a comment or subscribe on there. Review. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Reviews help a lot.
Send the copyright strikes.
Yeah, send us copyright strikes too on iTunes. That should be nice.
Copyright strikes.
I usually stream with David on Sundays, but we're skipping again this weekend. Thank your moms.
For Mother's Day, celebrate your mothers.
Mom,
if you have good moms, if you don't,
yeah, I vaguely remember what was it?
Dead.
Was it last year or the year prior? Where we said, "Hey, David, do you do anything?" He's like, "No, fuck my mom."
No, fuck her.
Well, there you go.
No, this year it sucks because I have a reason to be excited other than frozen custard because we're doing things for Leah's mom, and I'm like, every day she has to keep reminding me it's not just frozen custard day anymore. So,
frozen custard day. That's probably
that's where
the whitest thing I've ever heard.
And
no, dude, fucking Hodgman's frozen custard is fucking.
I will never eat anything called custard. Name it something else, and then I'll eat it.
Mustard.
Give me the same thing. Mustard.
This shit is amazing.
Candy mustard.
Are you gonna be excited for Mother's Day when you have a kid, David?
I'm not having kids.
What if it happens?
Yeah.
What if we jinx it right now?
He's sterile.
There's already been discussions that ain't happening.
But what if, like hypothetically?
What happens if like you just fuck up and you're like too
fuck
slow?
Up.
Yeah, like you had a long day.
Are you too slow? Is that what you said?
Yeah, too slow.
You had a long day. You had a long day. And you're just too slow.
Yeah. You fall asleep, but then you finish right when you fucking hit the
corner of your bed and knock yourself out. Then you bleed. You gotta go to the fucking hospital.
Yeah,
and then because you're stuck in the hospital and you're like bleeding, people forget to take Plan B, and then it's like, all right, there's a baby.
Yeah. Plan B.
No, we've already had
but
conversations.
Hypothetically, everything we just said happens. What do you do?
Yeah.
Well, it's still not happening either way.
All right.
This guy,
fucking
he doesn't know what the fucking word hypothetical means.
If we end up adopting one day, possibly it could be
adopting. God damn, what are you shooting blanks? What the fuck's going on? What the fuck?
This is a conversation we've had. It's not happening.
About blanks?
About blanks? Oh no! I hope no the crow situation happens here. He gets it.
Our main 246 says, "I told Gore I'd be here, and I cannot lie to that man."
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Yeah, he was on Twitter. He asked me when.
Hell yeah! What's up, man?
So in the hypothetical scenario where we have some adopted runt, then yeah, that's something that pay a little bit more attention to it then.
To it.
Huh?
This man just
the holiday referring to it.
There you're talking about the kid.
Pennywise.
When we adopt fucking, I was about to say Tom Selleck for some goddamn reason. Tim Curry.
I had to go.
Wheelchair.
I had to do a mini road trip at work, and the social worker has a kid, so he put his child seat. He was like, "Well, I'm gonna go," and I didn't want him to run all the way back into the building. I'm like, "I just put it in my car." So he stores in my car, and he put it in the passenger side. I stared at it for a couple of seconds, like, "Yeah, not yet. No, I'm not ready with that yet." that vision got a little bit too real for me. So yeah, go celebrate your mothers on Sunday. We're not streaming. On top of that, we have both Ranksters and Games Gone By are their own things that also get posted along the week. Ranksters gets posted on Monday. We did a DreamWorks movies. Go watch that. That was kind of popular actually. That episode's pretty good. I'm sure that'll pop up on your channel a lot more too. And then Games Gone By. This last one was Frog Fractions, which could have been a lost episode. Shout out
I was
to
okay with it being a lost episode.
If it got deleted, that would have been fun.
Shout out to the creator who liked the tweet where I promoted it. So he might have saw David fuck up completely on that episode. So
hell yeah! You
Shout
get to
out.
experience some of my edgy and dumb humor.
Ranksters on here or YouTube? Ranksters is on YouTube. We used to stream Ranksters, but everything's getting a little bit too chaotic. We might stream an episode here or there this summer because I'll have more free time, but we'll see. No promises.
I was gonna say maybe when we do Halo, that would be one that'd be good to stream, just to kind of
Maybe we'll do it on Sunday.
encapsulate the Halo streams.
Maybe we'll record a Ranksters on Sunday. That following week, got to refinish finally.
Rank the Halo games.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you. What else do we have? Do we have anything else to do?
Tonight's
Teespring. Yeah, Teespring. Yeah, I'll do this. Teespring.com/store/blue-rupees. We got a shirt up there. Go buy that. Helps us out. We put that towards hosting the audio. Tonight is Games Gone By for Hellblade: Senua Sacrifice. The schedule for Games Gone By is as follows. The end of the month is gonna be 999 hours on Person Indoors. That's Gore's pick.
999.
Next month is David's pick, Parasite Eve, June 24th. The following month, July 29th, that's my pick with Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Gore's got his tried and true classic game for August 26th that he can literally just not have to play, and he's just chilling for August at Stardew Valley.
I think Chris and I are both just able to just fucking chill.
Yeah, so you have to play it. Fucker.
I gotta play it. And then September 30th is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And then our last month for season 2 will be October, and that will be a fan pick. We'll probably put it up sometime in like August or September to give us enough of a buffer to prepare ourselves.
Yeah.
Armain246 says, I was thinking summer isn't for 7 months, but y'all are Americans. We're American up in here.
Oh, yeah.
It's summertime.
Pretty much started, yeah.
Yeah.
Not really, but
it's still fucking cold over here.
Not exactly. It's pretty cold over here right now, too. But
I mean, it's summer, so bald eagle gets its wings.
What? Wait. What?
So before we get to what we play,
Eagle is over here.
Before we get to what we played, Gore, I'm gonna watch your reaction to this soon. But I finally got to watch Nobody.
Oh, yeah,
I went to the theater for the first time. Went to the theater for the first time on was it yesterday? I think it was. Yeah, it was yesterday. Oh, that felt so good. That was nice.
Yeah.
Had the class experience. Walk in, someone was sitting in my assigned seat. I'm like, get out of my seat. So I already welcome back with a bang.
All right.
Felt good though. Got my icy, and sat down there. And Nobody was a fun fucking movie to watch. Everyone, I feel like that was a collective release of people wanted to just laugh at a fucking movie for a little bit, and that was a good time.
Yeah.
That was a really fucking good time. Yeah.
Time.
Now it makes watching Breaking Bad a little hard because you're like, you can kick his ass. Come on.
Saul could beat the shit out of Heisenberg. Them threatening him while he's like the first time you see him.
He's all cowering in fetal position, like give me the phone.
That.
Yeah.
Fucking Hutch wouldn't fucking do that. Wouldn't deal with that shit.
But
he'd break some noses.
I need to watch you react. That was a great movie. I had a really good time.
That was a really good movie. The bus fight was great. I love that scene. That whole bus scene.
I'm gonna fuck you guys up.
Oh fuck!
And I like that it's realistic.
I love that he gets. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I just love the part where he gets thrown out of the bus, and then he gets up and like kind of. You think, all right, he's done, but no, he just goes back into the bus and starts fucking him up again.
Yeah. Because there's all this fucking glass everywhere and all that.
Yeah.
I like that it's realistic though. You know, it's like he ain't.
But he's getting his ass beat.
He gets it. But hey, I'm not gonna say anything. The ending though, that last fight, everyone involved. Incredible! I loved it. I loved everything that happened. That was kind of twisty at the end. It was a little
more standard towards the end, though. But
it was standard. But like what happened, I'm not trying to spoil it. But what happened and everything that was going on, it was fucking hilarious.
I think they showed a little bit too much in the trailer.
I didn't watch the trailer.
I was surprised when like the "I'll fuck you guys up" is in the trailer too.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I watched it just for your reaction. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
that was a good time.
Lines in there.
Our main's asking what's gonna be discussed on this podcast. I should do top of the show stuff. Discord's on PlayStation. Shoutouts, they stole that from Microsoft. Good stuff. We're talking about Stadia just fucking up some more. Konami is not doing E3 to no one's surprise. And then the giant bomb departures. So tight little episode because we'll have the games gone by tonight. So
Yeah.
we try to make the episodes a little bit lighter if we can. Before we do any of that though, let's switch it up. Gore, what'd you play this week?
Okay, well, I actually played a lot this week. Is this switching up because it's usually David?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I played a lot this week. I obviously played through Hellblade. Cute game. I also played some Pokemon Snap. Now that's a manly
fucking
game. That's a what a
put some hair on my balls kind of game.
Yeah. Finally, I needed some. But Pokemon Snap is fun. We'll talk about Hellblade later, but we'll talk about opinions later. At least I'm sure someone here doesn't like it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yes. But yeah. Anyway, Pokemon Snap is fun. It's one of those games. Oh, I'm sorry, new Pokemon Snap.
There you go. I was confused. I thought you were talking about 64 version.
Yeah,
I was like, why?
Well, I have the same opinion as I have of the original Pokemon Snap. It's fun in small doses.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
It's a perfect transition game where if you want to just like chill for about like 10 to 15 minutes.
Sure, yeah, but this is the thing. Like when you're spending $60, that's not what you really want. You don't want to chill 10-minute. That's a game you spend $5 on. Or that's a game you spend 10 or 15, 20 to tops. You know what? Yeah, for a game you play for 10 minutes a day. Maybe.
Yeah, I think a $40 price point would have been more sweeter for
40
this.
Is fine.
That would.
You got the Pokemon.
I think everyone was kind of.
Okay.
Everyone's just so fucking starved for Pokemon Snap. Everyone's like, fucking charge whatever, I guess.
Which is weird because
the Wii U would have been fucking incredible for that. Remember that?
Yeah,
remember that console?
Yeah, I think. Is that the one with the? Is that the one with the controller?
Yeah.
That one, right?
Yeah.
It's that one. Yeah. What was that screen add-on they added to the Wii?
The Virtual Boy.
What was that called? Oh, the Virtual Boy. That's what it's called.
Our main's asking really quick, what's favorite Pokemon? Mine's Growlithe.
For me, tied between Bulbasaur and Haunter.
That's really hard. Baby Yoshi.
They're gonna say Yoda.
Yoda. Baby Yoda. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I'm gonna say right now.
Don't say Snorlax.
I love Geodude. I'm gonna say Geodude.
Yeah, it's a rock with some fucking guns. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. He just floats. See, you can say like, oh, it's just a rock with arms, but that's clever. Come on.
And he floats.
Compared to there's a fucking Pokemon you take a picture of in this that is literally just a woodpecker. I'm like, all right.
Hey, go back to Snap. It's a gorgeous game. It's really, really pretty.
Yeah, it looks better than Pokemon Sword, that's for sure. It's not really fair considering one's an open world game and the other one's literally on rails. But you know, yeah, and if you're gonna do on rails, it's got to be better.
And Snap has to look good because it's literally all visual.
That's the point. Yeah, it looks good. Obviously, as you go through the on rail sections, it changes if you upgrade and stuff because you have to like grind it out and it's at night and stuff. But you have to also grind it out, which is kind of annoying because you have to play every section again and again and again to level up each exploration.
That was the way they were trying to get you to play more.
Yeah, they want to turn it into a Pokemon game, which is.
I got a lot of thoughts on it, but I'll save it till my games I played segment because I got quite a bit to say.
I mean, we could just talk about it now.
No, shut up. All right, so Pokemon Snap. No, they'll talk about it when he talks about it. It's my turn. You shouldn't have even said anything, Adrian. Actually, can you cut that all out?
I don't see a reason to cut it into 3 parts. Also, I played Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, cut it out and then put it into your.
No, I'm not.
No, do that. Cut it out. All right. Well, I'm not gonna continue until you cut it out live. I want you to see it. I want you to cut it out live.
I mean, I can talk about my thoughts on it right now if you guys really want to.
No, I don't.
Go through his games.
I don't want you to. Shut up. So, no, all right. Go ahead. Talk about it. We're talking about it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, spoiler alert. The only game I really played this week was Pokemon Snap.
Oh, okay. Well, then I should just wait for him to fucking go.
The one time I switched it up.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I basically went through the majority of the game the weekend it came out, and then I just kind of finished up a couple things a couple nights ago.
I imagine that was your you chill on the couch with your girlfriend kind of game, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I figured.
She was kind of doing her own thing. She was
No
working on some
girlfriend.
art projects, and I was, yeah, that's right, fiance, get
No
it right.
girlfriend. No,
No, he's talking about himself. Wow.
That's why I like it.
This guy
I'll be
makes it
like,
all
hey,
about. He
hey,
makes it all
hey.
about himself. Gore, can you believe that?
Hey, babe, look at that. What's the blue guy? The one blue guy in
Squirtle?
Pokemon? No, not the other one.
Oddish?
The big whooper or whatever.
Whalmer.
No, whale boy. Whatever.
Whale
Anyway,
Lord.
anyway, look at that. Wow, cool. Take a pic.
Hell yeah. But no.
For Apple album.
I was really looking forward to this game because I love the original Pokemon Snap. That game is still, I feel, one of the most concise experiences on the N64. A lot of great puzzle solving, a lot of great just interactivity. And this game kind of lacks a lot of that. There's no real puzzles. They introduced kind of like challenges. Like, I think by the end, there was like 130 some odd challenges to do. I did like a good 30 of them or so. But it's it's the kind of Skyrim syndrome where it's just knee-deep content. You know, you have a lot to do, but there's no real depth to it. Like what you were saying, in order to progress through the storyline, it's the same thing over and over again. Get the area to rank 2, and then after that, take a picture of the glowing blossom, and then bam, you move on to the next thing. That's all you do all fucking game long until you get to the final story mode bit. And then it's just very dull. It's not a bad game. I definitely feel that it is something not to be played in a big sitting like I did. It, like you were saying earlier, you probably should kind of pace it out and just have it as like a winding down for the night kind of game. But the lack of actual interaction and gameplay is kind of weird to me. Pokemon don't evolve. Like, that was one of the kind of neat things.
Yeah, I remember when you knocked
you knocked Charmander into the lava pit and they come out as Charizard.
And you're like, wait a second.
And I'll be like, wait, hold on, he just skipped the whole thing. 1-2 skip a few. What the fuck?
There's a lot of cool interactions like that where it's like, okay, I'm harassing the Pokemon, or you got to go ahead and, like, in order to find a secret area, you got to get a Magnemite to use self-destruct.
I love bugging the shit out of them too. Yeah, Pokemon just chilling there and you throw an apple at them. Yeah, the fuck.
Yeah, he's throwing it, and later on you get something else to annoy them, which is good.
Hell yeah.
You get
and it's one of those things that, like, a lot of that was missing. This game really is just, all right, you're taking pictures of them. It's just straight up that. And I mean, yeah, you get what's on the box. It is fucking taking pictures of Pokemon. I'll grant you that. But the first game felt more like an actual game than this one does. This one really just kind of feels like it should have been like a mobile app that you would go ahead, you fucking play around with for a little bit, put some gyro functionality so you can take some AR fucking pictures of the Pokemans and call it a day. It's not a bad experience. It's just, I definitely agree that $60 is way too fucking steep for this. Granted, I feel that way with a lot of Nintendo's releases, but at the same time, it's not a bad game. It's just very much go into it knowing what you're getting. You are not getting Pokemon Snap 2. You are getting the ability to take really cool pictures of Pokemon with light gameplay elements.
Yeah, this is the one I actively suck out to Walmart to get the ticket at $50 because like I feel kind of gross buying it at $60. It's a good game, but
but it's Pokemon.
It's not worth it.
It's a chill game though. Like it's fun to relax to. But yeah, I would put like
chill games.
$40 would top that. I think like that's like
games.
Yeah, hardcore games.
Yeah, man.
I think $40.
The Returnal of Pokemon Snap. I should make that. Like, you take too many pictures,
I like
people.
People have been saying, "Hey guys, remember that time that Nintendo released a really casual, chill game while someone else released this really hardcore, fucked up game, and they released on the same day?"
Yeah, it was perfect timing too. What's harder, Returnal or getting a PS5? That's the question.
Returnal because you had to get a PS5 to play Returnal.
I was gonna say Pokemon Snap. That's harder because I have to like play it while falling asleep after 30 minutes. Like, oh, cool, the same fucking rail again. Oh, there's a Metapod. I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, you were thinking it was gonna be open world, right?
I was thinking that's what was going to be the next, not open world, but it was going to have like a lot of areas. And so far,
like forks in the road and stuff like that.
I don't see that. I don't see it.
No, there really is
branching paths have been nice.
I've opened up maybe 4 worlds so far. That's not including the night.
Yeah, you
sections
get
with
like
the
a
same.
couple branching paths, but it's
Yeah, like there's
basically
one where like you have to move or some cat looking fucking Pokemon. I don't know their
yeah,
names because I don't care.
the
And
leopard.
yeah, whatever. And like oh, if you move them, then you can go that way. I'm like, oh, cool. I haven't moved them yet, but I was.
It would have
Yeah.
been cool if they branched out a little bit more though. Like if you keep going like so, you have to keep kind of.
I wish you could pick if you want to go faster or slower.
There's
You
an
can.
upgrade.
It's an unlock near the end of the game.
That's how it was in
Okay.
regular Pokemon Snap. Was they gave you a cheat at the
But
very
regular
end?
Pokemon Snap was a
Yeah, I
2-hour
remember.
game.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Pokemon Snap. You could finish in like an hour. I don't even think 2 hours. I think you finished that shit in an hour.
Yeah, they gave that to you. That's an upgrade at the end.
Yeah.
Which it's dumb that
Okay,
it's that
makes
far
sense.
into the game, to be honest, because this is, I think, by the time I finished up, keeping in mind I was still doing some of the side challenges here and there, it was fucking like 11 hours to go through all of it.
Right. Yeah, I heard if you just do story, it's like 8 hours.
Armin
just doing
giving
story.
Gore the quote. What's harder, getting a PS5 or playing Returnal Pokemon Snap Gore 2021?
Yeah. Which actually, the last complaint, the fucking Illumina Pokemon segment's gone for way too fucking
Yeah,
long.
I mean they're nice looking. I will say the Illumina Pokemon just like you can throw the Illumina balls, and I'm still confused on what the fuck that even does. Like I throw it at them and makes them sparkly. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the only
That-
time you can actually take pictures of them that are worth points, is when they're in that sparkly state.
No. I'm talking about like regular Pokemon. You can start throwing
Oh,
Illumina
regular
balls at them.
Pokemon?
Yeah,
Some of them,
what does that do?
some of them, that's how you get their special, like, 4-star poses.
Oh,
Is
I
if you
get
throw
you,
it
okay.
and hit them, some of them will do, like, special attacks of theirs,
Okay.
or they'll interact with the environment in a specific
I haven't
way.
noticed it yet. I've thrown at every Pokemon I've seen, like on the three that I just unlocked the fourth. Well, you get two, and then you get the night versions of those, and then after you're done with those, you get two more areas.
Yeah.
And I played the third one. I haven't played the fourth one yet, which I
Yeah,
forgot which
there's
one
like
I picked. But
13 total, technically 14
Okay.
areas you get
I'm only, like,
access to.
I'm only like 3-4 hours in, so that makes sense. But because I haven't been, I've been playing. The first day I played, I was like, "Oh, this is fun." I was like an hour in, and then fatigue started to, like, not fatigue as in like I'm tired, fatigue as in like I don't want to keep fucking.
I don't want to keep
Yeah.
doing the same thing over again.
Just going
Oh,
super
I'm-
slow on the fucking path and just like, all
Oh
right.
yeah, it's like a haunted
There's
house.
that
except
Magikarp.
nothing scary. I'm just, every time I think of like something really slow like that, like a rail, I just think of like a shitty haunted house that's not scary.
You know what
It's
would have been
just boring,
sick
dude.
is if they have like almost like a Until Dawn like Rush for Blood style roller coaster where they're just
Oh, that'd
like
be
fucking
hilarious.
just like you gotta like
or
catch.
or they turn it into a hunting game and you actually have to kill all these Pokemon. That'd be dope. You're on the fucking, like, it's like a
An
Cabela's
actual
game.
Safari.
Yeah, it's like Cabela's. Like a lot of those Cabela's games are
Yeah,
like
kill a
on
bunch of
rails,
Tauros
so-
and all. You gotta extinct the Farfetch'd.
A herd of Pikachu are coming like World War Z. It's
So,
like
like-
a wave of them. You just gotta start shooting them. And it's like fucking blood. It's like House of the Dead blood. Everybody's
Oh, yeah.
exploding. That's a good idea.
Shouts
and then
to-
make a peripheral where it's a gun. You just put the Joy-Cons in and blow them up.
Shout out to Blake 316.
Hell
Man,
yeah.
I fucking love this podcast. He says.
Hell yeah.
Hell
What's
yeah.
up,
Oh,
baby?
yeah. Yeah. Next game.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Next game. Don't worry. I don't think either of you've played the next two, so it's not gonna go on for 20 minutes. All right. The other game I spent a lot of time in, I'm like 22 hours in right now, is Nier
Returnal.
Replicant. Returnal. No. Nier Replicant. I just passed a crucial part of the game. I've been
Ooh.
all right. There's no point of doing this, but I was doing it anyway because I did it when it originally came out. I'm completing all the side quests. Side quests are not really worth it in Nier Replicant. I knew that. I remember them being a lot of fetch quests. You get some money and stuff here and there, so you can.
Yeah,
buy
I was gonna say, I
weapons or whatever.
remember they didn't really impact much in Gestalt.
No.
So
No, there was good. I knew because I every time I hear about Nier Replicant and Gestalt, I hear they're similar to the point where like gameplay wise you're doing the same shit. So I figured that it's all going to be the same quest. I think there's a couple of new side quests in here, but for the most part, I've completed all of the first half of the side quest, and of course I'm like halfway through the game at this point, and it's great. I mean, well, I'm halfway through, but near. about
You
four-
know.
there's like
got
400
like 7
fucking
endings to go through.
yeah. Which I'm excited about. But yeah, it's great so far. I love it. I really do. It's good to play it again. See all those bosses that you saw in the original, and they just look better now. I forgot their names, but like the box guy, where it's just
Larry.
a bunch of Larry. Yeah. I mean, some of them have names like that, and like one of them I think is just called Grendel. It's like, all right, yeah. I mean, that's not a normal name, but you know, that's I've heard that before. I've seen a Beowulf. Anyway, it's fun. It's a great game. I highly recommend it. If you've never played near the OG and you played this fucking near, then play Near Replicant. Even though I love Near Automata, after I was done with it, I was still like, that was amazing, but I still love the story in Near 1 more.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Is that gameplay wise, Automata
this is
takes
better.
but they said that story wise that the original takes it more, which is
Yeah,
shocking to me. I'm super excited for it.
You like those characters, I feel like, more in
Yeah, they're
Nier,
more
because
human.
You don't get to know these characters as much. Like 2B, you don't really get to know as a not human, obviously, but like as a person, I guess.
Yeah.
You get to know 9S a good amount.
I'm super excited because hearing people. I mean, we talked about it. You go fucking listen to our Games Gone By, either that episode or the retrospective where we just ranted rave about that game. But hearing people say that, yeah, I love that game. I love the story even more. And here I'm like, fuck, all right, let's do it,
dude. There's things that honestly I don't think they'll be able to do in the third Nier game the same way they did in Nier Automata. I don't even want to say anything else, but there's things they reference in this game that emotionally worked so well in Nier Automata that even though all the other stuff was emotional for 2B and 9S, that stuff was like,
dude, there's like a high likelihood I'm probably gonna be replaying Automata, like
well,
right
you should probably
this.
play Replicant. Yeah.
No, right after Replicant is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you should, because like now you'll see
Emil.
Emil, I'm sure you know he's in it because he's on the fucking front of the White Snow edition. I'm sure we told you that he's in it last time.
And considering his face is plastered everything, Yoko Taro, it's like, all right, well, obviously he's
yeah.
But yeah, you enjoying that?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, some of the side quests, I do recommend not, if you don't care about like getting 100%. Yeah, I don't even think there's an achievement to get 100%. So I'm doing it literally for no reason. But if you don't want to do side quests, just don't do them. Like most of them they're fun. They have some fun dialogue here and there, but they're not necessary. And a lot of them are just like, I need 10 mutton. I'm like, all right. I need get me some wolf hide. I'm like, all right. Yo, get me you know what? I've been really wanting like some fluorite. I'm like, all right.
I might just do it just because I want to live in that world for a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good world. It's a good world, and they did a great job of remastering it. Like, at first, because in your mind's eye, if you played it 11 years ago, you're thinking, "Oh man, that game didn't look that bad, right?" And then you compare it to shots. Like, there's the open field in Nier that's like your main place where you all these other places, just like the city in Automata. And like you just compare it visually, like, because I was thinking like it didn't look that bad, right? And you just do a side by side. I'm like, oh fuck. It's like there's no grass in the original, and this is like it's like lush fields and stuff. It looks nice. They did a great job. The character models, especially for all of these like really like the small NPC characters, like the villagers, look really bad. They didn't even fix those, especially when they start talking. Their mouths don't even move. It's like, all right, it's like they didn't even fucking try there. But everything else is great, and the combat is better. I can tell the combat is definitely better.
Yeah,
but. Not Automata levels, but it's better. It's not platinum.
Oh, it's platinum, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what else are you playing?
And I just actually got done playing a little bit of Returnal before we started this fucking podcast, which is upsetting because I was really into it. It was really good. I'm like an hour and a half in my second run. Technically it's technically my second run, but really it's my first because the first run is like. Yeah, the first one you die instantly. Like not instantly, but you play a little bit and then you die.
And you get fucked.
It's just a tutorial, but it's my second run technically, and I'm an hour and a half in, and it's good. I'm gonna be pissed when I die. I'm sure I will be. But
so your second runs. So I've been playing that too. My my third run was the big run, and got really far. I hit the boss of the first biome. I was like, all right, let's get through this. Let's do it. I had like low health and I got killed. I'm like, fuck. And then I found something cool in the world where I got a second life. I'm like, all right, cool. We're back up. And the boss just fucking hit me again. I'm like, God damn it. Right. So back at the beginning. Fun. But it's really fucking fun.
It's really good.
It hits that weird Housemark feel,
Yeah,
but it's not. It's
no.
so bizarre, but like it definitely feels Housemark.
Yeah.
It's creepy, but not like in a ooh, we're gonna scare you. It's like a very
I don't know.
atmospheric.
The first time one of those hanging tentacles fucking grabbed me, I fucking shit my pants. It was like it's like just random
Yeah, they
hanging
got you for the first
tentacles.
time. You're like dash
That
out. You're
won't.
like, oh,
They're just like the fucking things in Half-Life. I never played Half-Life 2 that much, but they have the same thing where if you like roam under them, they'll grab you and just like lift you up. Um, Same thing in Half-Life 2.
my
And
reaction was so fast.
Every time I play the first like few hours of Half-Life 2, because I've played the first few hours so many fucking times, it still gets me every time.
Yeah, I got grabbed and just dashed the fuck out. I'm like, all right, never doing that again.
Yeah. I immediately dashed out too, and I didn't even realize that was what you were supposed to do. I just
mashed the fucking button. I'm like,
instinctually
nope.
fucking I play a lot of Hades, and that's exactly what you do in Hades. Whenever anything's about to hurt you, you just immediately, you don't even think about it. You just dash like 45 times away from it. So
I think Jim Sterling was kind of would put it in perspective, because I didn't really think about it, is like this really does, because roguelikes have been kind of just littered everywhere.
yeah.
This does feel like the first like AAA roguelike,
Sure. Even though I wouldn't say Housemark is
they're not
as
AAA,
big
but it feels like
they're
the most.
they're like almost as big, if not maybe a little bit less so, than Supergiant.
Yeah, but this is like the most AAA feeling roguelike, I should say.
Because Sony gave them money. That's why.
Oh, it's so much fucking fun
They're
though.
like, fuck it, just make whatever. How about
the
Returnal? I don't know what that is. Just make it.
the alternate
All right.
fire too.
Oh yeah, I love that. That is another great showpiece for the PS5 controller. The fucking what is it called? The DualSense. Because right there, you have an alternate fire, and you're probably thinking, okay, what button do you have to press with that? Because obviously, to aim down, you have to hold LT. Obviously, that's in pretty much every game that has an aim down sights. In this game, you hold it down a little bit to aim, and then you hold it down all the way to do your alternate fire. And it just
gives you two triggers, which is neat.
Yeah, it does. And at first I was like, is that going to be weird? I'm like, no.
It tastes like
they kind of do something similar a little bit in Control. Not really, but it's like,
yeah, it takes like a minute or two to get used to, but otherwise it's not.
Yeah, I was pretty much with it. I'm sure later on I'll be like thinking like, well, I'm getting destroyed by like 5 tentacle monsters, and I'm just like kind of trying to figure out how to live. My brain will immediately go to just probably hold down the LT button and shoot.
No, that's what I was doing.
I'm like, I have no ammo.
That's what I've been doing. I'm just like staring
there. I haven't
there.
done that yet, but I'm sure that's gonna happen.
There's always big motherfuckers around me. I'm just like mashing the fucking button, just looking at the little bar, like mashing it. I'm like, even though I could be shooting them right now.
Also the shotgun is good. It will get better though.
To know.
It will get better though, because you have to and that's one cool thing I like about this game. Even though you die, you go back, and you have to do it all over again. It is randomly generated, obviously, and also you do have certain things that are permanent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I think the upgrades / downgrades are super clever.
Yeah, like
that's such a cool mechanic.
The little things that attach.
Yeah.
to you,
So David, the game gives you parasites.
Yeah.
Where you get attached to you pick it up attached to you, so it gives you a buff and a nerf at the same time.
And a nerf. Yeah.
So it'll be like you get 10% more strength, but you're 10% more likely to be staggered or something.
Yeah. Well, and they also have this other thing where you have these random pickups that you find, and they're called malignancies, I think. Where you could pick it up and you have a high probability or a low probability. It will say like a high probability of malignancy or whatever. And what that is, if you pick it up, it could be something good, but will have a chance of being bad. So you pick it up and it says like, you have minus 50% weapon damage. To get rid of this malignancy, you have to kill 20 of the whatever enemies. So it's just like, all right, you have to deal with, for the next 20 enemies, you have to deal with 50% less weapon damage. And then, sometimes when you get the malignancy, sometimes you'll actually get something good instead. So you take a chance. Obviously, the higher the malignancy rate, the better the thing that's not a malignancy, a positive. They don't have a name for the good thing. They just add on or whatever. Will be. So like you roll the dice. So there's a lot of like buffs and debuffs and stuff like that in the game. It's cool. Control wise, it's great. It has a good dash. It feels good. It looks great. Plays well. I haven't had any crashes, luckily. I heard some people have, but I haven't.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's bumming, is that It's apparently.
They need to put autosave, like because everybody keeps saying Hades doesn't, but Hades does. I don't understand why people keep saying that. I've heard like 3 reviews say like nobody complained when Hades didn't have it. I'm like Hades does have autosave. Every time you go into a new room, it saves there. So if you want to stop playing and go play whatever the fuck and come back, it has that autosave.
Yeah,
so
House Mark is just like.
So yeah, and Returnal's like fuck you. Oh, you went out. Oh, an outage and you're 4 hours into your run. You're fucked. Sorry. Like you can keep your permanent shit, but that's about it. Like, all right, cool. Thanks. I'll go back to the spaceship now. It is cool that you can get like shortcuts and stuff. I heard about that. You can
once you get
it says that in the beginning.
I think once you get to another biome, you can start there. I think.
Yeah, I'm sure that makes sense. Anyway, great game.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. Besides that, that's pretty much it.
All right, and we can skip David because he didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
I don't think I had anything else. I'm trying to think.
Oh, good. Well, next. What'd you get?
I'm just trying to think really quick.
Picross.
Yeah, I'm always playing Picross. I did a little bit more. Emily is away. I trying to finish the other path on there. I could have sworn I was playing something else recently. Nah, fuck it, whatever. I don't care.
No, I guess
Gore, what'd you get this week?
All right. I got a lot, so I'm gonna go through it quick, but you know how that goes. All right. So first thing first, I picked this up on Amazon. I mean, not Amazon. I'm sorry, eBay. Someone's selling this for super cheap. The reason why is because I had 2 of the things broken off on it, and I was like, I could easily glue that back together. So I got this for like $25. It's a Majora's Mask.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's a good deal.
Easily, these 2 were broken. And I'm like, all right, I got some super glue, and I just put a little bit, held it. It was perfect. So, so it's good. It comes with a stand, but
looks fucking sweet.
I didn't bring the stand over. It does look really good. So, $25.
Show it again.
Show it again.
I had to fix a zoom on my thing, so I zoomed into you now. Yeah. I fucking god.
It's first 4 figures, by the way.
Yeah, when Hot Topic had some like crazy 50% discount, that was like $30 or $40 brand new, and I don't know why I skipped out on that.
It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm dumb as hell for doing that. That's where I got the John Wick thing though, so whatever. I got something good out of it.
All right, so the first thing of a big stack of like I got a lot of good stuff this week. I finally got a new limited run thing. Doom 64 Classic Edition Switch. This is really cool. I really like it. It's very heavy because it has that metal carton in there. I'm still a little annoyed that after we bought they immediately announced that Best Buy was going to have this and the regular versions just there. You just buy them, which is really annoying. They waited a month later or like 2 months later to say, yeah, Best Buy's actually getting this version. There. Yeah, because fucking limited run games shipping is like ridiculous. Yeah, but whatever. Anyway, that's fine. Limited Run also takes care of their packages, so you also have that where Best Buy doesn't give a shit. They'll just throw it in a giant box and fucking toss it out the door, and it just bangs around and shit.
They pass it between their employees. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! They stab with like like the magicians do the sword thing with the person inside. Yeah. And just like poke them with swords. This guy's leaving. He's tired of this shit. I guess he forgot something. Or he just had enough of the shit. All right, so here I'll show the first helmet first. Actually, should I wait until? Because David might not have seen.
I'll put it on before he gets in here.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I got the Doom Classic helmet, which looks great. I'm very happy about this. Looks awesome.
Is it easy to see through? I can already tell you can see through it.
I don't.
Hell yeah. It's the Doom guy.
Yeah. What? You can see it. You can see through it. Yeah, so anyway, this thing's really nice. Welcome back. Oh, you can't hear us. Look at my helmet.
Hell yeah, Doom guy helmet. Retro Doom guy.
Yeah. So I got that. Put it right next to my other one.
Same quality as Doom Eternal?
Yeah. I mean, that one has a little bit more detail in it, which makes sense considering that's a newer Praetor helmet. That's what it's called in the game. But it's nice either way. So.
And your other
Where's
one.
Well, no. Before we get to that, hold on. Did I lose? I lost some. Well, whatever. Came with some pins. I actually bought these too. So got a little Doom Guy pin right there.
Oh yeah.
Come on, move over. There you go. Which actually opens up and you can see his face. And got the Berserk one too. It actually came with a pin. Like the helmet actually came with it, but can't remember. I mean, I can't find the other pin. Whatever. Is that it? Yeah, whatever. Let me show off my other helmet. I just got this yesterday. Got that N7 helmet.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie, a little disappointed with it.
Oh,
It looks nice, but the painting, I don't know who the fuck did the painting for this. This one in particular, because I did watch another unboxing and the painting looked okay. But you could see like big ass fuck ups where they just like painted it and they just said fuck it, it's on the red. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And that's really noticeable. There's other there's a little like
Sucks.
I don't know. There was one right here. You can't see that. I'm not even gonna show that. But there's like a couple of like paint splotches. You know how if you put too much paint, it kind of like it hardens up. Like there's one right there.
You sure that the other ones didn't have that? You couldn't see?
It didn't have the red right here. I don't know about the little fuck ups around it, but
I'll let you know.
The other unboxing I watched didn't have this. So
yeah, when I get mine, I'll show you.
But it looks good.
It'll sit on my shelf anyway. It doesn't fucking matter.
It'll look fine. It's just like for $150, you know, fuck. I mean,
it didn't include the goddamn game. That's more the fucking issue.
Yeah, which makes sense that they didn't if they were gonna ship it out separately. So, but it came with a bunch of other stuff too. It came with like some canvas prints, which are really nice actually. I guess I could show those. I'd have to get them real quick, but they're right here. Boop. Yeah, I'll just bring the box. Here's the box. Relive the legend.
Except here's not the game.
It's nice little whatever. Came with you can't relive it yet. It came with this little thing that's like from Anderson, which I thought was funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I won't read it to you. It's cute. Came with these canvas art prints are actually really nice. Right there.
Ooh, I like that.
Even though her face is fucking goofy as shit in this, so I always thought.
Sure, yeah.
Right. And one of the Normandy.
Nice.
There you go. Came with a Renegade and Paragon pin. Renegade's on one side, the other side Paragon.
Gotcha.
And the Steelbook, which is nice. So.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, that does look nice.
It's a nice Steelbook. Good Steelbook.
Where'd you order from?
No, it's straight from Bioware.
Okay.
Your store.
I got it from Best Buy, and there's
okay.
That's why I'm not getting mine till release day.
Yeah, that might have been a part of the Wave 2.
Probably.
Because they had a Wave 2 on the Bioware store.
Mm.
And I think that one...
I just didn't want to pay shipping.
I think that one might be June. So if you're getting a release date, then you're good. Doesn't matter. It's the same shit. I also picked up a few other things. So let me just quickly... I saw this on Amazon. It was $25, and I said, whatever, it's out of stock. Let me order it. I don't know what it is. And then immediately when I ordered it, like a day later, it went in stock, and then they shipped it. I was like, all right. I'm not even gonna be able to pronounce this game. It's called Uda. This game. It's this. Anime is fun.
Oh yeah, I've seen that game around.
Uda.
I'm not even going to attempt to take a swing at it.
Udo Wara Romano. Mask of Truth. I could read that part. But I got it. It has a pillowcase in it, so I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna
fuck it.
I'm gonna chill out with these ladies. No, that's not what I was gonna say. That's not. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that on camera. But I've been getting really into PS Vita collecting, so I've already been kind of into that. But
which, speaking of, it's not a news story, but they mentioned today that though the Vita store is going to stay on, there's no new Vita games going to be published.
Yeah.
After summer.
So people are still getting fucked out those Vita dev kits, which womp womp.
Womp womp.
That's
I
still
picked
one
up.
of the biggest, shittiest things with the whole fucking situation.
Yeah, well,
It's
give it
the
another
biggest
2 years
shit.
when they close it down again.
Yeah, and then prices skyrocket again. Persona 3, Persona 5 Midnight Collection, or whatever, no, Endless Night Collection, whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever. I picked that up. I'm actually gonna get rid of the copies I have on PS5 or 4 or whatever the fucking console is, and then keep this one. Adrian, you could be upset. Someone had this for really cheap on eBay, and I really wanted this. That's the only reason why I didn't tell you about it, because I really wanted it, and I was just like, you know what, Adrian's gonna be upset though. I got a Coffee Talk.
Oh,
Nice.
good shit.
You know, I didn't order
You didn't
that.
buy it when
I thought it was
yeah.
too pricey. How much was it?
Yeah, and it was still $70, but
I like it.
after
I wouldn't
tax,
spend $70 for it, but good find.
it was really nice. I really wanted it.
Yeah.
So.
If you see another one,
I was gonna buy it when it was on Strictly Limited.
if you see another one, let me know. But go for it. That's fine.
Sure. So yeah, this is nice. So I haven't played the game, so
It's a really good game.
Came with everything. I think it was missing the poster though, which is kind of annoying, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a nice box.
Whatever. Anyway, that's it. I think. Yeah.
David.
Hell yeah. So I got a lot of shit. So I got things split up into 3 different sections of content. The
Jesus.
individual things I got and the different lots that I got. So for the individual things I got, new Pokemon Snap, of course, got that.
I didn't show, but I got that in Returnal. Obviously, I talked about it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this to come
I feel like we
in,
should probably, in theory, swap these segments, but I think just as by nature of video game podcasts, you start with what you play first.
Fair.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Like, what we played does kind of spoil it, but at the same time...
Yeah, it's not a
like,
big deal. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This I've been waiting to come in for a long time. This I ordered from Germany, and this is just such a...
Oh, you ordered a wife?
Yes, a new
My wife.
My wife.
It's my wife's wife. But no,
My wife's
this
wife.
is just interesting.
Very nice. She is number 2 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan.
Oh, fuck. I need to rewatch those two again. That was a good double feature.
I'm still trying to convince the fiance there to watch Borat 2 at some point, but
You hated it.
Oh, just lie to her. Tell her it's an episode of whatever, family, 2 in the Family, or fucking
2 is crowded.
2 is crowded.
You hated it though.
I thought it was fine. What are you talking about? I didn't crack up laughing like you guys did every.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. That's why.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Continue.
It had some fucking cringe moments, but
yeah, well, of course it did.
It's Borat.
Yeah, but that's the thing is I don't like cringe humor a whole lot, but it did.
I don't either.
Aside from that,
I don't either. But when it's like played up like in Borat, that's fine.
Yeah.
When it's like some asshole on YouTube, like I'm gonna be a wolf, like nah, that's cringe.
Punch. Shout out to Gore. Literally, I don't know where did you pick that up from somewhere. Or you just start doing literally. Like, watch a video now. Someone's getting punched by Gore.
Punch.
It's a fucking. It's a fucking Rugrats trailer. Punch.
Punch. Angelica deserves it though. Angelica's an asshole. Like she's a Karen in Transformers. Karen's in this guy. Rugrats. I don't know why that popped in my brain.
All right, continue.
Anyway, talk about your wife's wife. Or
yeah, so talking about my wife's wife here. No, so this is something I ordered from Germany, and it's such an interesting novelty to have in my collection. Are either of you familiar with the chiptune musician Remute?
No.
Okay.
I know what chiptunes is.
Yeah, he's a chiptune musician.
You
does
eat
a
it.
lot of really cool, good stuff. But whenever he does physical releases of his albums, they're never CDs. So I got his latest album, Electric Lifestyle, which this release was a TurboGrafx game, which is fucking sweet. So you got the whole kind of playlist in the back there.
That's not the guy that was on Limited Run, right? Is that someone else?
No.
There's someone else. You see at Limited Run, they put their entire album on an NES cart.
No, that is him actually. Then yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious. They had like 4 releases from that, and I was kind of curious. I almost dipped into one of them just because I thought the idea was intriguing.
Yeah. Oh no, the ones you're thinking of, no, those are actually old Famicom games. If you're talking about the very recent one,
maybe. Either way, we know what you're talking about.
Like
Yeah.
within the last couple months, that was No, he's done 2 other albums this way. He did one on the SNES, and on the Genesis. And I saw this, and I was like, you know what, fucking for $30 plus the shipping for fucking to send it over from Germany. That's just kind of a neat little novelty to have. Plus, I like his music anyways. I don't listen to much chiptune music, but I do really appreciate his stuff. Then on to the next batch of stuff I got. Arc System Works had a big sale going on. I went ahead and threw down for a few things. Some of this is just that way I can have boxes to things again, and some of it is just because I am missing it for my collection. So Pixar Revelator, just want to go ahead and have that in box again.
Oh yeah.
Chrono Phantasma Extend, again, just to have it complete in box again.
Extend.
This one I didn't have yet, just because this was still when I was anti-visual novel, but now that I'm softening up on them, figured I'd pick it up. X-Blaze, Lost Memory.
You're anti-visual novel?
I heard.
Yeah, I don't really care.
There's an
visual novels, really.
There's an X-Blaze game on Vita. I don't know if it's the same one.
Yeah. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, it's like on Amazon. It's like one of the cheapest Vita games you can get. And I was gonna buy it just to have it because I've been collecting. And then I read the reviews on Metacritic. I was like, oh, okay, no. It was like a 40 on Metacritic, and it was exactly the kind of story I don't like. And I was like,
yeah, no. The only reason to get the X-Blaze games is if you're a Blaze Blue fan, because they're part of the same continuity.
Yeah, no, I know they're Blaze Blue. I know that.
Yeah.
X-Blaze. Yeah.
Surprised you rant and rave about like a handful of visual novels, but apparently don't like them.
No. He said he just recently got into them. I'm assuming it's because of
House of Fate Morgana, and like Doki Doki was like the one exception.
Well, Doki Doki's not even like it shouldn't even count. It's a parody, if anything. Like,
well, that's kind of why
like
it was like the one exception to the rule. And technically,
one.
like Phoenix Wright technically counts as a visual novel. Even though I put it as a puzzle game, but
yeah, but it's visual novel mostly, I would say.
Fair. So those 2 were like the exceptions to the rule. The House of Fate Morgana is like, all right, fine, fuck it. There's some good shit out there. Let me start diving into these a bit more seriously now. So now that I'm kind of taking it a little bit more seriously, but they were never traditionally stuff I liked.
Fair.
Picked up Aegis of Earth.
That's on Vita also, Nick.
Yeah, that's on Vita, and I think they also had like an upgraded version for PS4 a while back. But
that is part of the fucking Sentinel, whatever it's called. What is it?
Aegis Rim?
13 Sentinels?
Aegis Rim 13 Sentinels, right? It's the same franchise, right? It's not just Aegis as a word that they use.
I think it is just the word they use.
Okay, what does Aegis mean? What does it mean?
It's ageist.
Really? No, I am ageist. I
think it's like a similar term to like zeitgeist, but I could be wrong.
Can you be ageist to young people?
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, Clint Eastwood made a fucking career out of that for a few years. Gran Torino, and what was the last movie? The Mule.
Let's see, ages.
Especially Gran Torino. The fuck off my lawn.
The protection, backing, or support of a particular person or organization.
Portion? Porpoise.
Portions. And then last thing I got from that sale, Zero Time Dilemma on.
Oh yeah.
There.
So now I got for quite a ride.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Speaking of visual novels.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 999 is a visual novel too.
You're gonna fucking love it though. I can already tell you're gonna really fucking love that.
I mean, the puzzles are great.
Puzzles are great, and then like the tone of everything, it's way up your ass.
Are you gonna play it? Ew. Are you gonna play it on Vita or PS4?
PS4.
Or you gonna play it? Okay, because that's the voice acting. That's the one thing I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to, because I heard the voice acting's pretty good, so I was like, oh.
I threw down for the PS4 copy a while back because it was like $20 when I saw it.
It's pretty cheap.
I'll get it then.
No,
that's like the only version you can get that's really cheap.
Oh, they're cheaper, but they're going up in price now.
Oh,
the PS4 one is still like $20.
That's like
the Vita one's like 80, and then like all the regular Zero Escape Purchase Last Reward is pretty cheap on Vita, but everything else is like going up in price.
Yeah, fucking Danganronpa is getting disgustingly.
Oh, Danganronpa 3 is like a $300 game right now. So
yeah, it's absolutely fucking dumb.
I guess I got it too.
Did I sell my copy of Zero Time Dilemma? I bought 2 copies of it. I might have.
Got it.
I don't think I would have sold it though. I might have just like misplaced it somewhere or something. That's
Slasher's streaming Resident Evil Village. The fuck?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? How is everybody getting this fucking game early? Where's my game? I want to play
Who even
it.
is you?
I swear, Blake earlier was fucking streaming it too. How the
he
fuck?
got it. He got it like 2 days early, right?
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
suck dick for
That's
it.
not. Yeah, you suck dick for it, which is fine. That's cool, man. But fuck,
You do you. What you know?
I
It's
wanted
all
it.
about the
I
hustle.
wanted it
fam,
early.
but
I'd do it too. No,
I'll
I have
double
too many.
fist those cocks.
Yeah, that's weird. But
that's a little frustrating.
yeah. What he just said, I agree.
No, I thought I had that idea earlier this week that I know I bought 2 copies of Zero Time Dilemma. But
For what?
I bought one on Vita and I bought one on 3DS.
Yeah, the Vita one's going.
I was trying to get both. I tried to get watches for both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I know, and then that was a sealed one too. I think I no, was it? No, you know what? Maybe that wasn't it. Is my Zero Time Dilemma on 3DS sealed? One of them is sealed. I'm guessing I kept the sealed one and sold the other one.
God, I really wish I could get that 999 watch. Still want that bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then last thing I got here. So this is a lot I got for $4.
Oh hell yeah!
So I got
Prince
Prince of Persia, Sands of
yeah.
Time loose on PS2.
Great game.
Got Lost Planet complete and boxed on Xbox.
Xbox.
Box
Spider-Man?
only Spider-Man 2.
Okay. My balloon.
Sadly, I was like, oh, at least I got a box for this, but no, it's that fucking Play Hollywood or whatever the hell it is.
Hollywood
box.
Video.
Yeah,
I worked
Hollywood
at
Video.
Hollywood Video. I worked
Splinter
at Hollywood
Cell,
Video once.
Double Agent.
Or was Double Agent because then he worked at Blockbuster.
Yeah,
Hell
I didn't
yeah.
work at Blockbuster. No, I worked at Hollywood Video,
Oh,
which
shit.
is funny enough. Where Blockbuster was, it was across the street from there. So
They mad
And
dog
now
each
both of
other.
them are
Funny
gone.
enough, I got a lot of my collection. It just disappeared overnight, constantly.
yeah, and your window was open, and you could smell the stench of gore in your room. It was me.
The Herbs, the Sims in the City there.
That's a good game. I like that game.
Mortgage
Sims
Mortgage.
2 Pets.
No,
Mortgage
was it?
Schmorgage.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was Orgity Schmorgity, which is definitely something that happens. We just didn't find it yet. We didn't find
This
it.
I was kind of
Soundbite.
pissed about because it's missing disc 1. Because I forgot that 360 sometimes had multiple disc games, but Rage.
Oh,
so
that's fine.
I ordered a first disc for it online. I saw someone selling it for like $3, so it's like, fuck
Dude,
it. I'll
you
have
can
it
literally
complete.
buy that game for like $2 at GameStop. Like,
My
should-
GameStop doesn't have games anymore.
yeah, that's,
They just sell Funko Pops.
you go order it on GameStop.com for probably fucking $2.
Fair.
Then you have to pay like $8 shipping though.
Indianapolis 500 Legend. Wally.
Wally, hell yeah. So
Top Shot Arcade.
All right, we're getting
What the
more
fuck?
shovelware as we go on.
more.
WWE 2K12.
There, you're rising it back up a little.
That's better. Randy Orton on the back. Hell yeah.
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
All right,
so
now,
now I have that.
now you sunk it.
Physical.
Alright. Yeah.
And the best for last, Burnout 3: The Takedown, complete in box.
No, it's just Takedown, but it's the Takedown.
Fuck you. I just say what I
One of
want.
the best games ever made. Factual.
So,
Prince of
that-
Persia.
that
Hey, you
is-
started off with Prince of Persia, you ended off with Burnout 3. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, so I got all that for $4. Not
Two of
a
the best.
bad little lot I got there.
Two of the greats.
All right, let's
All right,
see
cool.
what I get.
Not bad. Where'd you get it from? A yard sale or some shit?
No, I got that on eBay.
What?
Yeah, it was all $4, and then it was like $8
Of course,
shipping.
pissed because that's something you would have bought.
No. No, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you could easily
bad.
have flipped that for quite a bit, or at least
Not
Yeah.
quite a bit.
well,
A good a bit.
you
Yeah,
probably could have gotten like a good 30-40 for everything.
Yeah, probably. I probably would
So
have.
it made
What's the
Yeah,
price?
because Spider-Man 2, well, he said it's box only, so never mind.
Spider-Man 2
Spider-Man 2 was in there.
but
It was
just
a
about
$15
everything else
game.
is complete in box.
Burnout 3 is like a $12 game. The other ones, I think WWE 12, a lot of the WWE games are going up. So that one
Yeah.
might be up a little bit. Prince of
Okay,
Persia.
All
I
right,
don't remember everything else.
let's see. So we talked about those two. Toss those things.
Yes, I have those two.
Now Gord's lying.
Why?
Let's see.
Oh, here's Here's the other pin, by the way.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Let's show this off. I ended up buying. That's why I was asking a lot about it because I've actually been very interested in it lately. Was I got the Mist vinyl.
Yep.
Okay.
Never played Mist, but I feel like it's always a series I've always heard a lot about. So I've been.
It's a little dull. I like Myst, but it's pretty dull.
Yeah, you gotta really be into that kind of game to enjoy it.
Well,
I played it back. I played it back in the day when I got a computer that could run shit like that. So.
Yeah, no, it's been something I want, especially because I did get the VR version. I got the VR version of Mist, so I'll end up doing that. They don't have a notebook add-on or update in there yet, which they were going to soon. So I'm gonna wait till they add the notebook.
Yeah,
so you can take some notes.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy they don't have that.
Yeah,
that should be built into the VR game.
A bunch of fucking people were like, "Yeah, I just used a little dick in my was it like little like
little dick?" I'm sorry.
I was saying a little dip in your the nose there. You know?
Why'd you say a little dick and then point at your nose?
That little dip.
I said dick.
You know that little spot though, right? That like you can see barely in there. Like, yeah, I just like peek it. I'm like, no, you just need you just need a notepad in that game.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. Just like the little piece.
Yeah, but I could tell I'd be into it though. I think I like stuff, even though I know Gore's gonna groan, but like stuff like The Witness, that was a lot of fun to me. Yeah, there you go.
As promised.
As promised.
No, actually, The Witness looks cool. I just don't like Jonathan Blowballs or whatever his name is.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I'm not a fan of him. I also don't like Braid. I didn't play The Witness, so I might hate it. I don't know.
You didn't play Braid 2, though?
The Witness didn't look pretentious like Braid. Braid 2 is not a thing. You mean Braid Anniversary or whatever? Fuck?
Nah, Braid 2.
Braid 2 is not real. What are they going to do? What, is the princess going to go after him now? With a knife?
Braid 2. Braid harder.
Hey, motherfucker came after me. Now I'm going to cut you in half.
Let's see. All right. I got a couple games. Nothing crazy.
Ooh, a couple games?
This was cheap. I have a sealed copy still.
Yeah.
But it has the DLC and it has the steelbook. So
I was gonna buy that too, but I was like, when am I ever gonna fucking actually go back and play the rest of Borderlands 3?
I really want to just fucking start the series again, just actually like take my time with it. But
I mean, honestly, you could just skip.
I know, but I kind of want to just because.
I don't want to play Borderlands 1.
You've done it a lot though.
Yeah, and also it's like comparatively, like,
sure. That's why I don't want to skip it though, because I wouldn't want to go back afterwards. Grab this.
Yeah, it was $10.
$10, and it's been going out of stock now, and good system to have it on. I feel like Switch is a nice little home for that thing.
If only they released the good Burnout games though.
And then I saw these. There was no sale attached to them, but I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to buy these. We just mentioned it like fucking 5 minutes ago. There was the last ones on GameStop, one copy each of both of them, and I lucked out. Used copies, but had everything on them, so I grabbed.
Oh yeah.
Would have had 0 10 on 3 consoles at this point. That's why it was bugging me just now. But grabbed that thing too. I have them digitally, but I fucking love this series so much. I'm like, you know what? I need those physical.
Yes.
That's some good ass games right there. I'm not gonna talk about the Steam stuff, but I did. The only thing I'll mention is I got Loop Hero. That was on sale today. So
oh yeah.
I'm very excited to play that. I've been wanting to really play that lately.
Pretty fun.
All right. We're doing it.
All right.
We're going to trivia.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I got my notepad ready.
Oh shit.
Of course.
Of course you don't, you fucking idiot. You moron, you stupid asshole. You dumb.
Get him a whiteboard eventually.
You silly boy.
Why's
it gotta be white?
Markers for it.
Why's it gotta be white?
Because no one wants a blackboard with chalk everywhere.
Wow. He said it. I didn't say it. I'm okay with any board, any color board.
All right, good to go.
All right.
All right, I have blackboard friends. Anyway, let's go. Go ahead, tell us.
The Consuming Shadow is a 2015 PC game created by which popular video game critic?
What?
The Consuming Shadow.
I heard you.
I'm gonna repeat it one more time just because I have to repeat it.
It was made by a critic?
The Consuming Shadow is a 2015 PC game created by which popular video game critic? Gore's gonna know the next one, so it'd help if David knows this one.
I'm gonna say this. All right, there's no way I'm gonna write this name right.
All right, we got this.
Yeah, that big
I
ass
don't
smile,
know.
I'm sure.
We got this.
Never seen David smile so hard at the camera just now.
All right.
All right.
I don't know if I spelled the name right.
On
I don't
three.
think I did.
1, 2, 3.
Ted Bundy. I put Colin Moriarty.
No. It is
No.
actually Yahtzee.
Oh.
Oh,
Yahtzee's all right.
All right. Next question.
Ted Bundy.
This help if you know this, David, because I think Gore knows this one. Question is, which American filmmaker served as a writer in his 2012 collaboration with Suda51 on Lollipop Chainsaw?
Yeah, I do know that.
oh.
I do know that one.
Repeating that again for the audience out there. Which American filmmaker served as a writer in his 2012 collaboration with Suda51 on Lollipop Chainsaw?
Think all right, think Grindhouse guy that would make like cheap, really gory movies that moved on to big things.
I know. That's why I'm like,
Do you know who it is? You just don't know his name?
Well, think of what's their movies if you know.
Yeah, how about this? If you put a movie they made down, I'll give you that.
Okay.
That'd be
I
anything.
got two
Okay.
different ideas of who it could be.
All right, well, put both of them. Put both movies. From
The second you said Grindhouse, like, wait, maybe it's not originally who I was thinking it was. So I'm like,
Well, he did a couple of Grindhouse things. He did one Grindhouse thing that was like in that style, and then he went on to do like lower.
I know
budget,
Gore really wants to play
very
more
violent
trivia,
movies.
so I guess we can give him one small hint. He had a little bit of an oopsie. He had
Bang, bang. Shut up. Bang, bang, bang. What am I doing? What's this? What is this I have in my hand?
I was gonna
Gun.
say he had a little bit of an oopsie. Like, was it, like 2 years ago?
Hey, dude, so many celebrities have had an oopsie.
A pretty big
in the last
oopsie then.
couple years.
Also, yeah.
well,
that doesn't fucking help me at all.
Yeah, the what is that? What is that?
It's a gun.
If you don't get it now, you don't.
Yeah,
know.
you got it.
No
All
way.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Yeah.
don't got it.
Answers.
All right, let me fucking write.
Yeah, no,
Gun.
yeah.
Billy Gunn. I'm an
That's
ass
Billy Gunn.
man.
Let's go.
John Gunn.
I'm an ass man. Darn.
Jimmy Gunn.
Jimmy Gunn. Well, kind
I
of.
like how we're doing an actual wrestling bit. He's just like, I don't
Yeah,
know names
look.
here.
Yeah.
Thomas
Badass
Gunn.
Billy Gunn. Thomas
All right,
Gunn.
fuck it.
All right.
Ready?
Well, all
Yeah.
right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sam
Oh.
Raimi.
Sam
Raimi. John
Whoa.
Gunn, Jimmy Gunn. Pew, pew, pew.
Come on now. Slither, man. That's like
Oh,
not
fuck,
Grindhouse, but
okay.
no, Grindhouse. One of his first movies was called Tromeo and Juliet,
Oh shit, that was James Gunn, wasn't that?
and he also wrote the Scooby Doo movies.
See, I don't think of that as like a director film. I just think of that as a trauma film.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was considering a Grindhouse too because it's
All right.
in that vein.
You guys want your bonus
But-
round?
Yeah.
Your bonus 2
Yeah,
questions?
I like these. Yeah.
All right. Question 1. In Demon Souls, who is the aging ruler of Bultaria? Ted Bundy.
Fuck.
In Demon Souls, who is the aging ruler of Bultaria? Bultaria? Bultaria.
Okay. There you go. I got that.
That's some fucking Norse bullshit.
There you go.
All right.
I got a
on,
good name.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Drake. Frank Laszlo, aka the barber. Gore got
Yeah.
it. It's actually Frank
Yeah, hell
Laszlo.
yeah. Frank Laszlo, aka the barber.
It was King Alent the 12th.
Oh, well, that was pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
I forgot the number.
It had a the in there.
Yeah, that's true. And there was a
All right. Last
there was a
bonus
couple
round
letters or a
question.
symbol. Okay.
In Team Fortress 2, what do the acronyms of the red and blue team stand for?
Stand for things?
Yeah, I didn't know that until I read this.
Oh, like the acronyms for their actual. Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean? What do you mean?
R-E-D and
Oh,
B-L-U-E.
RED. Okay. I get it.
BLU.
Oh, this is actually. Well, it's gonna be annoying to write even if we knew, because That's a lot to write, I assume, right?
Maybe.
Well, no, because it's like 3 words each. Whatever. All right. Well, we both don't know this, so.
Yeah, it's just not.
You're right.
No, I'm writing it.
I'm not even gonna try guessing on that one.
Ooh, this next week's question is gonna be kind of fun.
Hold on. There you go. I got it. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's mine.
Big, lovely undies and really evil dogs.
It's pretty good, right? All right. There you go.
David, what's yours?
I have
He didn't write. He couldn't even think of anything.
No.
What a sadness.
No,
we need a different question. Come on, those last 2 suck.
no, the next ones are good for next week.
No.
So red stands for reliable excavation and demolition, and blue stands for Builders League United.
Okay.
Idiots. You guys
I play
didn't know
games.
that?
I don't do acronyms. I don't play Team Fortress 2 anyway, so I definitely don't know.
Game.
Doesn't Doom stand for anything?
Doom. No, it stands for I don't know.
Dicks over.
Dicks out over man, because that's what demons are doing, fucking us over.
Just dicks out.
They're bringing over Doom.
All right, congratulations, score on the point.
All right.
The standings are now David at 1, Gore at 5.
Hell yeah. Off to a traditional start.
Yeah,
Well, actually, originally it was back and forth, and then I got fucked over.
Yeah, like last year you guys were going good for a solid 2 weeks, and then
DarkCon. The days of DarkCon are over.
we will like I said, we will when I do have to record an episode early or pre-record an episode, we'll do a bunch of trivia. We'll do a bunch of trivia and we'll do like a big like long topic or something like that. All right. First story. Discord on PlayStation. This is
so we had a bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, one of the fastest turnarounds for bullshit was Xbox buying it. What did we say on that?
I think we said it would happen.
Yeah. They decided to stay private, and they're instead getting capital from other people, which makes sense. I'm imagining their buyout was probably too high, or Microsoft just lost interest when then, I guess, because I think right now the profitability of Discord's kind of like no one knows how to profit off of it that well.
Yeah.
So here's one way is they work with PlayStation, and Jim Ryan came out, wrote a whole thing about how that they're investing into it. Cool, because I don't like the party chat system on PS5. Like I said, same with Xbox, so I would have taken Discord integration on either of them, which Microsoft still might eventually, but good. I'm done with that.
Yeah, I think it's smart of Discord. I mean, that's about one of the few things they probably can do at this point is just license themselves out to be an integration into other things. Because I don't know what else they can really do on their own that they haven't tried already. Because they tried having like the Discord Nitro where, hey, have another platform where you can kind of have some games integrated into this. And it's like, don't fucking need that. Really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gore doesn't like Discord. Gore's like PlayStation, so.
Hopefully it's better over on PS4 because it can't be any fucking worse on computer.
Hey, you've stopped cutting out a lot.
Yeah. So, what does that mean?
You got a new computer finally.
Always come back.
Anything else to say about that though? I think it was relatively big news, specifically I think because of the whole Microsoft rumors prior. I think had those rumors not really been a thing, it would have been, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
But
I got no.
I honestly, even with the rumors, I didn't care because nothing Microsoft buys like this is gonna affect me because I don't care. I just don't care.
Next story. Something Gore does care about is Stadia.
Aha.
Let me pull up the article here so we can share this with.
We got a bunch of winners in the stories, huh?
A bunch of winners. You have no idea.
Oh, he left. All right.
So we have this. A lot of people are leaving to go join Jade Raymond, which makes sense.
Yeah. She was the creator of insert Assassin's Creed here. I think she did that, right? I think
Yeah,
so, right?
she contributed. Yeah, as Assassin's Creed. I forget something else that was notable.
I
There.
thought she was like the creative director or something like that
Yeah,
for Assassin's
at the
Creed.
beginning
So
for sure.
I might as well be, she did it. It's her fault.
But yeah, her fault.
Yeah, in a good way.
I don't understand what. I guess Google and Amazon had this dumb notion when they make games. They forget how long the turnaround is, which is I think a lot of gamers forget that too. Like Microsoft acquired all these studios back in like 2018 when they had that first big like showcase of like, oh, we bought 5 studios, and that's like when they were still like in the production of whatever they were making to finish up production on there, start production on the next one, and through COVID, like the games take a lot of fucking time to make.
Yeah.
So I Stadia or Google and Amazon both didn't like compensate for that, and now everything's shut down.
Yeah.
So it sucks because you have a lot of talent that I think we mentioned before. We had a lot of talent that just wasted. For a year they just kind of sat around, made something, and that didn't really work out, and then that's it. But it is what it is. If this is a make the Stadia bros realize that Stadia is not going to last, I don't know what else will.
Damn, man. Kotaku roasting though. Google is a company that does a handful of things very, very well, then spends a ton of money fucking around, failing on all kinds of other stuff. Roast.
Remember Google Glass?
From RSS to inbox. I'm not reading the rest of the shit. Really, they roast them. Good job. Good job, Kotaku. Known people to make the world's worst fucking article titles. Them and Polygon, they should just team up to make the world's worst fucking articles. Yeah, let's see if we can find one really bad.
No. Here's the. I remember the exact article.
Oh, here you go. Here's a terrible one. The trailer for Netflix's Sailor Moon looks suitably intense. There you go. That's dumb right there. Yeah, Sailor Moon.
No, hold on.
Little monster.
No,
little monster. Yeah, I think I know what this one is. Is this the? No, they probably either deleted that one or changed the title. Is it this one? Okay, no, maybe it's a different thing.
I think this is it. Yeah. Lady Gaga sporting Pokemon tattoos. And the temporary tattoo on Gaga's arm says "I love Little Monster," and the writing, these are not references to Pocket monsters, but rather her own fans, which she affectionately calls little monsters.
Oh shit!
Great news story.
Wait, go up. It is not believed that Gaga gonna go down a little bit. It is not believed that Gaga wrote these messages herself. No shit. Is she fucking tattooed them on herself? What the fuck? Wait, what?
This article came out. Oh, it was like a little over.
It was 11 years ago.
And I still remember this fucking vividly.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can find one that's dumb too.
Is it his latest stories?
Tokyo is getting an esports gym. Okay. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, this is what we should do for our stories segment. We just look at
this one was actually kind of interesting.
Kotaku. I don't care. I mean, I care about the story. I don't care about what they wrote.
Sure. All right.
Like the actual story is interesting, but the way they write it, I'm sure I don't want to know.
I remember reading that story on Kotaku.
Polygon's
and I was like,
way worse.
Oh my god.
I think Polygon's way worse.
It sucks because, like, legitimately, some of these writers are really talented. Like,
I'm talking about just the whole vibe.
And I'm trying not to shit on the people that much, but you can tell this is definitely fueled by we need articles posted. Like, you need to post 3 articles a day, and fucking Brian Ashcraft was like, well, fuck, what do I fucking write about? I guess fuck, Lady Gaga has Pokemon
Lady
tattoos.
Gaga repping Pokemon tattoos because she put monster on her arm in Japanese? Probably. Anyway, let's talk about this shit.
Konami has pulled out of E3 2021. A number of key projects are in the works.
Hell yeah. So considering they were one of the first ones to sign up for it, it's a little disheartening. Because especially on the wake of Castlevania Season 4, I think we're all fucking itching for a new goddamn Castlevania game.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect that. If anything, I think what's going to happen is they finally announced that Symphony of the Night is coming to Switch. That's the best we could hope for at this point. Or that what was the Requiem collection that came out? They had that and Rondo of Blood. That'll come.
No, I got it. They're finally porting their pachinko games over to consoles.
Have you guys been seeing that ad on Facebook?
Yeah,
Silent Hill's back, and
yep. It's back, like below me. Yeah, it's been back before as a pachinko machine. I'm not gonna say it right. No, I'm not gonna say it right. Fuck them.
Also, as a quick aside, nothing to do with this, but speaking of the Castlevania series, a lot of the guys at the studio were talking about how they really want to do a Berserk adaptation.
Yeah.
Fucking give those people the rights. I would fucking kill for them to fucking do Berserk.
Warren Ellis wants to do that. That was the one who said it. Warren Ellis is the guy that writes the show.
I would fucking so be down for that.
I think that some stuff happened with him last year where he was kind of, he wasn't canceled or anything, but he was kind of being a little creepy, and people called him out for it, and he was like, "Yeah, you're right, sorry," or whatever. And I think there's a lot of insinuation that that's why this season of Castlevania is gonna be the last one.
If so, that sucks.
Because I think he said this is my last one where I'm involved. He said that, but nobody knew if that meant season 4 was the last season. And they confirmed already that they're going to do other Castlevania stuff. So I'm assuming this one's going to end kind of like on a
They'll probably end like Trevor's story, and then we'll get more
which
side stuff.
Makes me a little weird considering.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that means we'll get a Symphony of the Night one as a follow up at some point.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. But whatever. Anyway.
Hey, when we make games, gonna buy that new Silent Hill game.
Oh yeah, the pachinko machine.
Yeah, that'll be our games gonna buy.
That. Yeah, I was playing as Heather, and she was just walking. I don't even know how pachinko works.
I couldn't get the fucking. I couldn't line everything up, so I just kept dying at the beginning.
I don't know, man. I was real fucking spooked when I ran out of all that fucking money in my wallet. Piece of shit.
But no, so it's a little disheartening to see Konami pull out, but at the same time, Bandai Namco, Gearbox, Sega, Square, and Obsidian have been confirmed.
Yeah, a bunch of people have been confirmed.
One more month,
Microsoft
boys.
Will be there. Sony will be there.
I don't think Sony's confirmed yet.
Yeah, no, they will.
They'll do a state of play somewhere around it, though.
Yeah, around there, which is fine.
Like a week prior or something.
They're not gonna let the Ratchet and Clank one that just happened to be the only state of play before E3. There's no way.
Before Microsoft comes out trying to swing in with Bethesda.
Microsoft's gonna come out and show like gameplay for like 45 games and shit.
You know, that's a good point because they got to show us the Last of Us remastered. So you know,
Microsoft
see footage of that.
Microsoft shows off Last of Us remastered. They're like, oh yeah, you bought Discord? Watch this shit. You didn't even know we bought fucking Naughty Dog. How did you not know we bought Naughty Dog? Were you blind? They Adam Sandler movies. You didn't realize.
It's the best porno twist ever. I'm actually an Xbox studio.
I'm Skeletor. It's one of my favorite videos. What a twist! I didn't see it coming when I was,
You saw it coming, but you didn't see that.
Yeah, that's what I was. I didn't want to say that. All the kids out there.
All the kids.
All the kids. Anyway, I don't think this matters really because I don't think they really had anything. They said they did, but I don't believe them. So like all they have is probably like another shitty Contra game. Honestly, I'm not hyped for almost anything Konami does. Like there could be a new Silent Hill game, but
you know what's the most hype?
It's like Downpour 2 or Homecoming 2 or fucking it's as bad as the
No, I know exactly what the thing that Konami has coming out that Gore's most hyped for. It's that limited run collection.
Oh yeah, that's it. Hyped. And that's not even them.
Yeah.
That's limited run doing it. It's like...
You know, how wild would that be if that was gonna be their whole presentation is not even shit they're working on, but like, hey, here's all the companies we licensed out to do shit with our properties.
Honestly, just do it. That's fine.
Honestly, that'd be great. That would be amazing.
At this point,
just
why
give Iga the fucking rights to Castlevania and let him just do a Bloodstained fucking Castlevania.
A crossover?
Yeah,
fuck
it. Add the Bloodstained characters to Castlevania and then just have it all be one lore. Just do it.
Fucking kill. That'd be great.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that though.
So, I feel like Castlevania is in such a good spot for like a resurrection, like game wise,
right? Especially since everybody loves hard games now, except journalists.
Everyone loves,
yeah. Some journalists. Every game coming out that's popular are challenging games, which is really nice. Unless they're like multiplayer games, obviously. But like Hades is popular, Returnal is popular. I'm sure there's other ones. Pokemon Snap. Like really challenging.
And then the Castlevania comes out and it's the Dark Souls of 2D side scrollers.
the journalist like, oh my god, I sweated a little bit in an encounter. Oh, it's the Dark Souls of giving me a heart attack. Fuck. Journalists are babies, which is weird because there's so many great ones out there that like the ones that come out and say like, oh, it was so hard. I was all
creamed.
I creamed in my jeans.
Yeah, I'm not trying. So I don't like to like
easy allies. They're all professional gamers.
I don't like to generalize.
You can watch one of them play all the way through Resident Evil 2 on hardcore mode and not die once. Like those guys are real gamers. But there's some journalists out there that you could tell are just like casual, which is fine. I don't really care, honestly.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just to be honest, you're a fucking bitch maid.
But when they're I don't know about that. But when they're casual, I agree, but I don't even want to say it. But when you're a casual gamer, and you're writing reviews for games, and you're casual gamer, and you're writing reviews saying to everybody, meaning casual, hardcore, anything in between, that this game is not good because it's hard, then you look like an idiot. So
no. So the thing is like I don't mind people asking for easy modes on things. I don't care if you want
I play easy mode.
Personally, people like say, "Oh, don't add an easy mode to Demon Souls." I'm like, "Fucking who the fuck cares?" It doesn't bother me. Like if someone wants to like Trek do, if someone like isn't there like someone going around like people saying like auto combat near like the best way to play it? If someone wants to do that, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. It's that's the way they want to do it. I'm not doing it.
I only agree when you have to roam back and forth doing fetch quests.
Sure.
Because there's times where like the shades attack you and you just don't want to fight them because you could kill them. There's no challenge there.
But
my thought process though is not everything has to be for everyone.
So that's what I'm saying is you can want whatever you want, but if that's the way you play, not every game is built for you. Like like that's like me. Like if I'm like that's like a super competitive. Oh, I want to play competitive games all the time, and I get a Switch. I'm like, I can't fucking ask. Where's the fucking super hardcore mode of fucking Animal Crossing? Oh, yeah, right? Where's the permadeath? Like
where's the realistic farming simulation in Harvest Moon? Like
unfortunately like it'd be cool if every game was able to adapt perfectly. It's not fucking realistic, but like some things are just not gonna be built for you. Like it is what it is.
Well, it's like movies. Like there's no easy mode to watch Martyrs. Like
there's not like a fucking
watch Martyr. Hey, if you're a little casual baby, watch Martyrs. Let's see if you fucking make it through, bitch. Probably not. Martyrs, great movie. Don't watch
with the Pope.
Don't watch that. Don't watch the remake. Don't watch the remake. Watch the original French movie.
I like how you call them out as if they're like, oh, you know what? Fuck that guy.
Well, they'll look up Martyrs and then see the 2015 one that sucks my balls and watch that one. Watch the original. If it's in subtitles, watch it. That's not easy mode. Sorry. That's hardcore mode. Watch let me think of another one that's fucked up. High Tension. That's a good one. Watch that.
Go watch Killing of a Sacred Deer and not laugh.
Yeah, well, that's fun. That's funny. Yeah, that's the hard mode.
We need to rewatch. You, me, and Kyle need to rewatch that movie soon. Let's do that.
Hilarious.
Let's do that. You know what? When I'm out of I'm on summer break at the end of the month. Let's do it. We'll do a.
I love. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
I just love that I had that one experience in the theater with the one other guy. Pretty much next.
You never told that in this podcast. You can tell that story on this podcast.
Dude, there's not much to tell. I don't want to spoil the movie too, but there's moments in Killing of Sacred Deer, which is a very
it's not supposed to be funny, is it? Or is it?
No, it totally is. The guy that directed that's all he does is like fucking darkly comedic movies.
Okay. But I could tell if someone walked in thinking it wasn't supposed to be funny.
Dude, there's like shots of like the one kid fucking eating spaghetti and shit while he's saying all this evil shit. I'm like, come on, man. It's like him. I don't want to.
Yeah, well, you gotta everyone watch that fucking movie first off.
Yeah, you have to go in expecting it to be darkly comedic. I think actually you should go in expecting nothing, but I already spoiled that, so just watch it.
Anyway,
I was in the theater. There was only me and one other guy. There might have been somebody else there, but like it was kind of a big theater, and it was me and this other guy right in the middle. Kissing. We're making out. I didn't know who he was, so I was like,
that's the experience.
That was it. So no, we're sitting here watching this fucked up movie, and at every moment where something really fucked up happened, me and him like simultaneously laughed through. Like, I wish there was more people in there because I was hoping that like you'd have like the usual people that show up for like indie movies, like older people. They're like, I don't want to watch Avengers or whatever, so they go in and watch the fucking whatever the indie movie with Colin Farrell. And I just wish there was because me and him, this other guy that was like my age, laughing,
Just
our asses
bonded.
off. And there's one part at the end, we're bonding. One part at the end where someone is in a living room spinning. I'll just
Rooney.
say that. Doing a spin. They were spinning.
Sonic spin dashing.
Yeah, they're spin dashing, which would be funny to be fair. But he's just spinning in the room, and me and him, that was probably the hardest we laughed. I was glad we shared that experience, whoever that guy is.
Yeah, we're gonna
hopefully on his podcast he tells about the fat white dude that was either, I think I was like right behind him, and he was like kind of next. He was like next to me, but still I was like behind him. You know what I mean? Like he was on this.
Yeah,
row,
you kicked your feet up
right
and
here.
you're smelling them.
Yeah. I was my left leg was on his head. You know, it was
Is that on Amazon Prime?
I think it is actually.
Oh,
At least I think it was.
If it is, we're 190% doing a watch along.
Anyway, Konami sucks. So,
I agree.
but killing a Sacred Deer, watch it if you want to watch fucked up movies that are funny. Martyrs is not funny though. I wouldn't recommend that one if you want to laugh.
I want to check this really quick before we move on to the final
countdown.
Final countdown.
It's your final countdown.
Well, I was gonna say we got a couple other things that we added in, so
Sure, go for it. Really
you
quick.
guys want to talk about the giant boom shit?
Boom?
Dang it, it's not on here. Fuck.
Did you add the FPS Boost stuff?
Oh no, we could talk about that real quick. Let me throw that in there really quick.
So why don't we talk about that while you're pulling that up?
Oh no, I already found it. It's not on there.
Oh shit.
But we could just touch on this really quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Did you want to find an article for it? Because it shows the list of games.
Yeah. Here, I'll pull it up right
Anyway, Xbox announced they've been doing this FPS boost thing with Series X and Series S, where certain games will have a boost in FPSs, their frame rates and stuff. So 30 frame games or even lower for some games are now either 60. Some 60 frame games are now 120 frames. And they just announced, they had a few before, but they just announced
keep blocking ads. Sorry, we're giving you a shout out on the podcast.
74 games. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
And some big games too.
Is there a list on here?
There should be
over
here. That's gonna be the full list.
Shout out to Major Nelson.
It's gonna be everything though. Look at this list. Assassin's Creed. Look at all this. Anthem.
Yo, you know, actually, the one that I'm actually gonna go back to, which is something that no, it's something that was not that great, but I really want to try it at 60. Is it's coming up here. Ooh, Hollow Knight at 120. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was a good one when I saw it. Metro 2033.
Mad Max at 120. What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's cool is I just saw Homefront at 60. That means that you'll be able to do
time splitters too.
Time splitters, yeah.
Yeah, 120. He said, or 60.
It's at 60.
60.
No, it's on the next
120
page.
frame time splitters. Oh yeah. You just have to fucking play the game.
Yakuza at 60, David.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you didn't even get to that one yet. Metro Last Light, and of course Metro Exodus is getting an update soon too, so I'll probably be.
There you go, right here, Recore.
You played that?
I played a little bit of it.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it too. I didn't really.
I wasn't really feeling it, but I definitely want to go back to it, see if it feels a little smoother. And
I still have the hat.
I heard, yeah, I do too. I heard it got better, especially with that upgrade, the definitive edition. Yeah, you're gonna pull it out.
Pretty sure I have it over here.
Right.
Super lucky sale at 120, super high at 120 would be kind of fun, even though it doesn't really matter. Gardens Between. I love how much they just like hype
now
that game
finally up. Skyrim can be played at 60 hertz.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I got the Recore hat.
I didn't know they called Evil Within Psycho Break.
Yeah, that was in Japan.
That's a great name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it goes with Mikami's,
deliveries.
Way better names in Japan than
reliable delivery service. 120. We're on.
Go fuck yourself. Well, it will never reach 120 because the game fucking lags and it sucks.
60 hertz for 2 Point Hospital, David.
That's good.
120 Goose Game.
120
Goose Game.
Goose Game. Goose Game. Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang. Goose Gang. Goose Gang.
Oh, Watch Dogs 1. We're going back, boys.
Tomb Raider Definitive Edition 60, which is nice.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually really excited to get the Series X at some point, so that way I can play a lot of older games.
Ooh, my friend Pedro 120. That'd probably look really good.
Mirror's Edge for 120. I wish it was the original Mirror's Edge though. Not the
This is kind of just a nice thing about what Microsoft's doing is almost look, let's go back to Paladins. We never went there, but let's just go back.
I played it.
It's a good thing that Microsoft has. It's just how much they care about just like ramping everything up that you already own.
Yeah, it's really really convenient for them, so they don't need to make their own shit. And they're just like, hey, this is new, kinda. More frames. You haven't seen these frames before. There's new frames. I don't think.
There you go. Spartan Assault 120. We could try that again, David.
Oh, suck of balls.
Look, is it good that we're getting Halo Wars 2 at 60?
I don't know about you. I'm really hyped about Lego Jurassic World finally in 60 frames or 120. I think it might be 120. If it's 120 frames, I might cream. Oh, it's 60. Oh, good. I was getting ready because I saw some Lego games were 120. Oh, finally.
Life is Strange. That's good to have.
I can hear Chris Pratt at 120.
Ooh, frames. Dying Light 60. That's nice. Not that if I have the games on PC, it holds up, but like for people just on that console, it's a good time.
Battlefield 5, 120. But that looks nice.
Dishonored, that was already on there.
I mean, I don't really care for 120, honestly. I don't like. I had that 120 monitor, the 120 hertz monitor or 144 hertz monitor for a little bit, and I played a couple games in 120.
30 to 60 is 100%. You could tell. 60 to 120. 60. At that point, it's 120 if it's like very, very animated, or if it's like very competitive. You can feel it. Yeah. Other than that, you don't really need it, but
you don't really need it. No. I mean, it's nice though. I'm glad some of these games are getting 60. I wish they'd go back to 360 games and make them 60. But they probably won't do that.
Yeah, I think that they were doing some of that.
No, there's a couple, but like I mean, like a lot. There's a lot of. Most of 360's catalog is 30 frames. So.
I have a feeling they're gonna start doing a lot more of this stuff when they start adding back on backwards compatibility.
Right. Are we actually done with that?
No.
Our new story.
Oh yeah, we're always gonna do the giant bomb thing, where we'll do games gone by.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let me go put the.
Well, you guys can talk about this because I do not watch Giant Bomb.
I don't even think it's something. It's just in general. Like I think it's kind of interesting how
they all dipped.
Yeah, that and so Jeff staying on. It's the end of it. Like that's kind of wild to me. It's like these are the same guys that like straight up just never missed an episode. Like. Every week they had a podcast up, and this is like even in the midst of fucking Ryan Davis dying, they still had an episode up.
Yeah.
And yeah,
so like you assume like obviously something happened, like actually happened.
Well, there's been so like
there's 3 people are leaving. What the fuck? Unless one of them had like a really good idea for something awesome, and the other 2 were like, I can't pass.
No, I think what happened is because they got bought out like a few months ago.
Yeah,
I think one of 2 things. I think either Jeff was on board with what they did and everyone else wasn't, or the pay wasn't up to where they should be. They probably felt like they deserved more.
They don't get too many views too. I mean, they get decent views.
They are pretty much like fan funded. Like they could have totally ran with Easy Allies kind of shtick and just Patreon and stuff like that.
Easy Allies does very well with their Patreon.
Dude, straight up, individually, these 4 could do Patreon on their own and be fine. Like they have such a good following of people that just fucking trust them.
Right.
And yeah, this is like wild because this is for sure the end. Like this is we could say like when GameStop like we could have like some sort of like indication like, oh, they might still hold together. I just holding it down. He's staying on Giant Bomb. And I just feel like at this point for a lot of them, I just don't think games are kind of in with them. Like I feel like already at some point they were a little bit like, yeah. I could see them just kind of departing ways at this point, which kind of sucks, man. Like this solid crew was like people I've stayed with on GameSpot back in fucking like 2004. That's just kind of how far back they go with all that stuff.
Isn't it crazy that like they actually trended for a little while on Twitter? And I mean, they're not huge. They're not like a million.
They're not huge, but like everyone knows them, you know.
But they know
industry,
them,
yeah. Like you.
That's just like you see, like if you look at a lot of like other sites like Destructoid or whatever, like people know Destructoid for the most part, but I don't think the site does like amazing.
Right. It's kind of just
doesn't get a lot of interaction. Yeah.
But dude, like, it sucks to happen now. I kind of wish we got one more E3 with them because man, their E3 stuff was so fucking good. Like they always
Yeah,
had like Phil Spencer on,
I
just
watched
like
some of that
talk
stuff.
shit for a little bit, just did whatever. Like they always had a huge crew on, like a ever rotating thing, and that was always a lot of fun. That was my favorite things about E3 was kind of just sticking in there, and they just had like a long stream at the end of each day, just 3, 4, 5 hours of just like whoever's on, hop on.
Yep.
Obviously their Mario Party videos are really good. It's just interesting. So like I mentioned this, we had this discussion before. I mentioned on Twitter is that in time, I sort of get jaded with how the announcements go with a lot of things. Like I'll still watch like reactions because it's so cool to see people get excited. But I found myself very jaded on a lot of things. Like I every time I see a CD trailer, I'm like, all right, I don't know how the game's gonna turn out. I don't know what's gonna be. But it's like very rare that I will like fucking.
I never got that because more times than not, I feel like I've been lied to from gameplay trailers.
Sure, even those too,
CG
though.
trailers.
Like, that's not
Especially
even.
Ubisoft. Ubisoft lied every time. I think they've shown gameplay.
Oh yeah, and that's specifically why like even Ubisoft
At least
stuff.
CG trailers give us a concept. We've had an argument about that before, but like at least a CG trailer is its own encapsulated thing. It's a hype trailer. Sometimes
it's like Dead Island's trailer. Dead Island's trailer lives on its own as a good
exactly.
trailer.
And like when you watch gameplay now for a game you know sucks, it's like I can't get hyped. But if you watch a CG trailer for a game that sucks now, like I guess Dead Island, I like Dead Island, but whatever, it's still great.
It didn't turn out nearly what the fucking tone was.
No, same thing with like not that Final Fantasy VII Remake sucked. It definitely didn't, but like that first reveal 6 years ago,
yeah,
it's still one of the most hype fucking things ever.
It is. It's just I'm the kind of person that like in hindsight, bless you. In hindsight, it kind of sours me a little bit because I'm just like, man, I remember how excited I was for that, and then.
For what?
Just a lot of games in general. Like it just feels like one after the other after so long. And it's funny because like they hit that point a long time ago. Like you see, were there comparisons of like Giant Bomb's reactions versus like Easy Allies sometimes, or Easy Allies like jumping on the table like, oh my god, and Giant Bomb's like,
fuck. Their Final Fantasy VII and Shenmue reactions are fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
The one guy Huber,
he hears a fucking single.
He heard like one note from Shenmue 3. There was a black screen. You hear one note, he immediately jumped on the table.
And that's the fun part. That's the fun part. Like
fan.
That's why I like watching in like.
I saw the Data Dyin logo in Perfect Dark trailer. I didn't even know what the fuck it was because it's been like 20 years.
That's the fun part. Like in Smash trailers, like Sephiroth's trailer, you see the people like they hear one note of the fucking song, like oh shit.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's cool. But like you see Giant Bomb, they're just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. And people are kind of like, well, that's lame. But personally, like I kind of appreciate that because it kind of keeps me set down. It grounds me a little bit. Plus, when they do get excited about something, it meant something. Like it was like, oh shit, this is actually kind of cool.
Sure.
Then. It was unconventional, which some people liked, some people didn't. I get it. It's like very rarely did they ever give like Game of the Year to like the conventional Game of the Year.
Yeah, which I mean that's cool and all, but
it's not even them trying.
Look at us, we're different.
It's not even them trying to be like you. They have literal like hour-long conversations about why they choose that. It's not even like, yeah, you know what, I feel like that. And that's my difference.
Allies does the same thing.
That's my difference though, is with things. It's like if they
gave Game of the Year in 2016 Easy Allies to Last Guardian. So
sure, sure, but like what I'm trying to say is that if anyone there's people that want to be edgy like. Oh, I'm gonna give Game of the Year to I don't know whatever fucking other game.
What did they give it for 2017?
Giant Bomb.
But did they? Was that Tetris Effect? I know they gave.
Let me see. Giant Bomb.
I think that was 2018 that came out.
Let me see.
Because that year belonged to Nintendo. I think like it was either one or the other for 2017. Like I mean, I guess us we'd probably say Nier Automata, but. I wouldn't fault anybody for thinking Breath of the Wild is the best game that year. That's for sure.
It might have been Mario, but I can't tell.
Mario? Okay, Mario obviously makes sense. Tetris, I know they gave it either 17 or 18. I can't remember when that game came out. I think it was 18. Actually, I know it was 18 because it was they showed it at that Sony convention or conference. That was weird because they went outside that one time.
No, they gave it a Zelda.
They gave it Zelda. Okay.
Yeah, they
See,
gave it.
that makes sense.
They gave it. Here's our top 5. Which wait, wasn't it? I thought they gave Battlegrounds. Didn't they give that to Battlegrounds actually?
Ugh. They
Or
gave
am
it
I-
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Oh,
Or no. Why am I?
yeah.
Oh yeah. No. I think they might have given it Battlegrounds. Hold on.
Oh God. All right.
But
Wow.
they played a
That
fuck
was a
ton.
yikes.
They played a
I don't
fuck ton
care.
of that like even prior to when it blew
Yeah.
up. So I mean, I
Yeah.
get it.
No, that's a yikes. That game is not. Yeah, that's a yikes. That's like giving it to Among Us. Actually, no. Among Us is more technically sound. It's like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is all fucked up still.
Sure, but again, like the way I see
On
it is
Xbox, it definitely was.
literally
Xbox. It was a joke. when it
sure,
came out.
but the way you think about it is if you literally saw these guys playing PUBG every day for months and months and months, like I don't know how you can say, oh well, that can't be your game of the year. It's like, well, if they played the fucking game that
I've
much,
played a lot of broken games though, so
But
I don't know.
every
Like,
day?
but like they're journalists. They can't just like look at this broken game and go, oh,
they liked
well,
it though. Like
That's game.
that's their game of the year. Like
You gotta
it's
be critical though. I don't
it's
know.
their game. But what you don't really it's their game. It's like saying it's my game. It's
sure,
like why
but they're like they're I don't know.
it makes it more
That's-
disingenuous. I feel like if you're like,
You
okay,
could-
well,
no,
I'm not
I-
going to give it to the
because
game that
you're-
I like the most.
You know what's disingenuous is saying this is the game of the year for the entire site, not just like individual people. Like that's more disingenuous.
But they have a
because then it's
discussion
just,
about
like,
it though. It's
but,
like,
but now all these people working for Giant Bomb are just one person, and it's just we give it the PUBG because we had fun playing it. Like, I don't know.
well, yeah, but it's a
like,
discussion over it. And I mean, you could hear kind of how that is. It's like if there was someone that was making super opposed to it, you get that though.
Like I just don't like 2019. I'd get it maybe because it was a weak year. 2017 had so many
I
great
don't-
games. How is PUBG a broken game?
They played it
like,
it.
I don't care. I don't care.
If you played a game single like over however many time,
Hey, I'll tell you
Look,
right here.
all
if
Chris is
over-
trying
if-
to
if-
say
hey,
is we
if
have
o-
more integrity.
Exactly. If Overwatch was broke, like not when I say broken, I'm talking about like it has a lot of glitches. PUBG had tons and tons of glitches. All right, and also it was boring as fuck in my opinion. Because all you're doing is running around and hiding for the most of the time. And sure, there's some fun moments, but you find any moment fun after 30 minutes of walking around doing fucking nothing. But no. But if Overwatch was glitchy and didn't work and there was a lot of problems with it, it would not be my game of the year that year. I assure you.
even
that.
though you
But
enjoyed it and
was
played it more
flawless.
than everything else.
But PUBG has so many faults. Like you can enjoy whatever you want, but like
That's what I'm saying. Is their game of the year isn't like supposed to be a
personal game of the year. But when it comes to their
not it's not their best game of the year though. It's like it's the game that they
Game of
played
the
and
year.
liked a lot. So it's like I don't understand why the difference in
I
there
don't know.
is.
Hitman is silly. They gave it that for 2015, but or
That's like me.
2016.
That's like in my
but-
retrospective
But
is when
I understand Hitman way more than I understand PUBG. PUBG is a game that literally one day you might not even be able to play it because the servers are down because the game was
On
so
PC?
poorly done. Yeah, there's times where the game didn't fucking work.
like I said, like I know they were playing from the beginning too, where it wasn't like all like fucked by servers and everything. Like they were
Sure.
playing that shit like way
But
before.
you have to be critical.
And
about
remember, this
these
is like the
things.
beginning of like battle royale, where that fucking game mode was amazing. And I even liked fucking PUBG at the beginning too a lot. Like when I was playing on Xbox, I was sticking with that thing too. The way I see it, like, is
literally the next battle royale game to come out, Fortnite, was done better. Like I
But
think Fortnite's better.
the
It's
way
more fun. It's
the-
more visually appealing, that's for sure. And their
I
console
see.
version, they
I
nailed
disagree with that.
immediately.
I don't.
Huh?
I don't enjoy Fortnite more than PUBG.
Well,
at
because you don't
all.
like the building, you're like hiding behind a fucking
It's
trash
not
can.
as
and wait for
fun doing
people.
that, and I don't.
It's not. I'd rather play Fortnite than
but,
PUBG.
like,
PUBG. Every time we played it,
But you just don't. You don't really like battle royale too much, though.
I don't like hiding and running. For
Oh, I
30
would
minutes and
I
get
would-
shot in the back.
But see,
I like Apex Legends. Apex Legends is fun.
there's
like,
different ways you can go about it. I think that's. I don't play all sneaky all the time too. If I hear gunshots, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna run to
Every
the
time
gunshots.
we
sometime.
played it, that's all we did.
Well, because sometimes I feel like we run to the gunshots. It was like people got mad that we got killed.
I'm mad
There was
because
some-
now we have to wait. We have to wait 5 minutes for the Xbox to fucking load us into a game.
The way
maybe. That's
the
about
way
it.
I would see it is, it's like if you want to say if there's a critical game that was like firing all cylinders that you think is like, all right, critically this is the best game of the year, or if it's my personal Because like because like
they're not. That's not personal. That's their site. What's his name? Jeff whatever. Jeff isn't Giant. Well, I guess he isn't Giant Bomb now because he's the only one fucking left. But like everybody else was.
But they've talked about that though. On
so
that.
It's not personal. Like that doesn't say. Did every single person in Giant Bomb say PUBG?
They usually got to come to a consensus with it. I mean, there might be like one straggler. It's like, yeah,
they
but
had so much fun with it. Like, I don't know. Like, there's so many technical faults in that game when it first came out. I'm sure it's fine now, but like,
no, I get what you're saying. Is like and usually in like what we would do is like we would do like
all
that.
Of the
but
years, 2017 is one of the best years in a very
Sure.
long time.
Sure, but I don't. They were none of them fucking give a shit about Persona. They don't give a fuck.
Okay, I wasn't even thinking of Persona. I was thinking Nier. I was thinking fucking Horizon.
They might have been in the Nier. I would have to actually. I'm kind of curious.
Zelda, I was thinking Mario. Like, there's a lot of great games that year. Like amazing games. Like to the point where some of the like Horizon could be taken out of there and then into another year and win. And I don't think it won anything. So
sure,
like. Yeah.
And like I don't even give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck about Horizon.
And Resident Evil 7, that's another game that was that year. Like so many great games that year.
Yeah,
it was one of the best years ever.
It's the same rationale behind their Hitman choices. What game that they have
Hitman
fun
makes
with?
sense because at least the game worked all the time, and it didn't have shit tons of problems and glitches. And also, you're not walking around for 30 minutes doing fucking nothing. Like
that's just the way we play it, though. Like, you can play it a different way if you want, though. Like that's just how it is.
Like if you can't find anybody, then you can't.
I don't know. I find that kind of like
circles now all the way over here. Now I have to run.
Yeah, but I found that gameplay a lot more. It just felt like rewarding when things did go down and it worked out for you. Because I feel like sometimes Apex,
only be rewarding if after 30 minutes of running I get a fucking lollipop or something.
Like Apex, after a while, I'm just like, Apex okay, it's like bang bang, things are happening, but it's like.
That's another thing. PUBG's gunplay sucks. It's terrible. Comparatively, it's terrible. It's horrible compared to every other one. And I remember when Call of Duty said they were doing a battle royale, and I was like, PUBG's done. It's like Fortnite was more kiddie and stuff, but now Call of Duty's gonna take up its fucking its realistic like shooter fucking like audience. And like PUBG is still popular, obviously, and mainly on phones, but which is weird. But like Call of Duty is way more popular now, obviously. Like,
sure, they're different styles though. Like
Fortnite, obviously. I don't know. No, those two are very similar. Like besides
PUBG and Call of Duty.
Yeah, they're like fucking realistic, like fucking like
Call of Duty is games. Way more like way more twitchy and snappy.
No, I'm talking about like the style, like the people that are gonna come in because they see like
aesthetically,
it's not Fortnite, it's not colorful bullshit. Like it's not cartoony.
Like I said, I don't disagree with the way you do that because in a way I usually do that too. But it's over time. It's like even I'm thinking about it's like if there's a game I liked more, just play more. Even if it had glitches and stuff. Like if I liked it, still like Friday the 13th, shit ton of fucking glitches. Couldn't even play as a goddamn fucking Jason.
Exactly.
But if I was playing that shit because that wasn't the most played game that year for me. If I was playing that shit and that was my most played game over that year. And it just been for so long, and that's still like legitimate. Even to the end of the year, if I was still playing that daily, that would have probably been like something like right up there. I can't say.
Sure, they should all have their own personal ones.
They do.
Allies does this.
They have their own personal lists, and
all
then
their
they make
personal ones was also their game of the year. Like it ended up being their game of the year for Giant Bomb 2017.
Sure, they have. They always do their top 5.
That game should not be game of the year of any year, honestly, in my opinion. But especially since it had a lot of problems. And also there was so many better games that I know they played.
The way their discussions work is that there's no way one guy usually pushes it up to just one. It's like it's got to be multiple people.
I understand everybody loved it, but there's no way in hell that game is better than any other game. I get personal, but personal should be separate. And you should look at it critically.
And that's where we come at it though, is that at the end of the day, that's kind of what Giant Bomb's loved for, is that it's just they don't give a fuck. It's what they like. It's what they like, and they'll throw it up there. They're not going for this is critically the best like master class. They don't really do that. They're just like, this is what we personally like, and that's kind of like you're running with it. You got, if you know them well enough, you're like, all right, I get that. They because if I saw them one day fucking put up Persona, if I ever saw them put Persona 5 there, y'all are bullshitting. There's some shit going on there because I know y'all don't like that Persona 5.
I wouldn't think they would pick Persona anyway. I wasn't even thinking Persona at that point. Like honestly, like Zelda or Mario, those are the two. Like. Like if they want to pick up something else, fine. PUBG is not fine in my opinion.
Sure, but you
that is the kind of that's like Roblox. Like it's not a good game, but you have fun when you're with friends.
I've played that solo a lot too, though.
Roblox?
No, fucking PUBG. I like PUBG.
I don't see it. Like it's fine enough for an afternoon romp. But like, if I had to play, like I tried to play it too myself, and this
it's not your type of game at all, though. Either way,
that's the thing. If it was good enough, it would make me want to play it more.
I don't think so. Even if the game worked, or even if
I gotta agree with Chris on this one. I think
I would play Apex Legends more if we played it.
A masterclass of what it is, even if you don't have a distinct interest in it, you can still appreciate it for what it is.
What?
Yeah, no one's saying they can't.
But I think that's part of what he's saying is you can't appreciate it because it was such a mess at the time.
Yeah, I mean you can appreciate it, but like you can't I'm sorry. Giant Bomb is known to be like reputable.
Because it's their own taste, though.
PUBG is the best game. A game at that point, I think it was still in early access,
right?
Or it just left, maybe. No, I think it was still in early access.
Again,
like early access shouldn't count.
No, that's the.
If so, Hades would have won 2 years ago, and then fucking.
Sure, that was a whole gray area we had too. The way I think about it,
new campaign stuff
is their best game of the year is what they played and they had fun with the most. Whether or not
one map.
Yeah, but whether or not like in the grand scheme of things, if they had fun with that game more than anything else and they played it more than anything else, it's more disingenuous for them to say, yeah, but that game is better.
I don't think so. I think it's more disingenuous to say, oh, I had a bunch of the boys over and we had a good time playing.
They played alone a lot though too. Like they had streams. Like I would watch Jeff just play streams with random people sometimes or just by himself.
I don't know.
Like they legitimately play that shit every day.
That's great if it's their personal, each of their personals, but like they should like go, yeah, but you know, Zelda's actually well made, like extremely well made, or Mario's extremely well made,
so like,
or these other games are extremely well
hypothetically,
made. A good idea that still stole from other things, so it's not an original idea. What's that one game, Down to One? Remember that game?
Yeah,
that came out.
Yeah, it's gone.
Nobody remembers that game.
Like,
no one brings that up. They bring up Minecraft's fucking Hunger Games before they bring up that, which is weird. But
see, but like when it comes to that, it's like at that point, are you telling your audience, yeah, I don't enjoy that game more than this. I did not have as much fun with that, but I'm gonna award it a higher rating.
No, what they're telling me is that they'll look past a huge bunch of flaws because they had some fun with friends.
Yeah, and that's I mean, it's a fun game. At the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. That's the point. Is they're not like swayed by a bunch of like, here's the big AAA masterclass. They're like, what the fuck did I have fun with? That's it. Did I have fun with this game?
The masterclass is actually good.
But did they have fun with it? That's at the end of the day. Did they have fun with it? Which game did they have most fun with?
I'm sure we had a little bit of fun with some shit we played before.
But we didn't play it every single day though. That's the thing too. Is whatever we had fun with, it didn't stick with us for 6 months. Sure.
But Friday the 13th we played for months.
We didn't play for months, but then but I mean we didn't stick with it still all the way through.
I would never say that's game of the year. And that came out 2017 also.
But again, even then, it wasn't my most fun. Like the game I had most fun with even that year too.
Of that year, that was the most fun I had. Like just of like when it comes to games from 2017, that is the most fun. Every game we played of that one, as long as it wasn't glitching, was fun. And sometimes the glitching was fun too. But I had a great time. I was actually sad we stopped playing that because I had such a good time, especially when we had a full call of people. It was so much fun.
I still wish we did one with that.
And I think Friday the 13th is a broken mess, and I would never say I wouldn't even put it in my top 10 most likely of that year. But because there was a lot of good games that year. I'm pretty sure it was 2017. But yeah, voice chat. I mean, that would have been nice, but whatever. Just be quiet for Jason. Let him know you're coming.
Our main says, how often does Gore do a passionate discussion? This is great.
Well, I don't know. I like Giant Bomb from what I've seen. I don't agree with that. I think like
considering everyone else does that though, like it's nice to have something different.
Sure, but then you're just saying like, oh, they gave Game of the Year to something different because
because they had fun. They had fun. That's what it is.
I like different. They had fun. That's great. I'm glad they had fun. Obviously not too much fun because they all fucking left, but they had fun. Good job. Hey, I'm happy for you. You had fun.
That's what it should be about.
Good time. Best multiplayer game, I understand. Best fun game we had fun with on
but again,
I understand.
it breaks down. It breaks down.
They should all have their own personal ones, and then look and say, yeah, my number 2 is most likely Zelda or Mario, I'd assume, and those games are better. There's no way in hell we could say Giant Bomb's Game of the Year is Broken Mess.
Well, I mean, that's also presumptuous, assuming that they did that. I mean, I'd have to look at that too.
Of course, I have to be presumptuous because those are the 2 best games that year. So I just assume. But maybe for them, Fortnite was there. I don't know. Fuck it. Fortnite was better that year. I'll say it.
I put more time in PUBG.
Game. Fortnite's a better game. At least those fucking rounds end quick and they have fun things. You could watch Inception. In Fortnite. In PUBG.
It's ironic how
Lara Croft is in Fortnite.
It's ironic.
Lara Croft in PUBG.
Just me as how I play games, that I sometimes like a slow burn in like that kind of game, which is weird to me, as opposed to like faster rounds in Apex. It's just, I don't know what it's because
Apex is just like also better like all around. Like
it's a totally different game though.
It has sure, but it's still a battle royale game. It has personality. It has good graphics. That's just saying. I know it was like one guy and then a few.
I'll say this, like still, actually,
the really ugly fucking
intensity of matches I've had Apex versus PUBG. PUBG totally wins the intensity.
I don't care. And
that's the fun shit to me though. That's also
then every horror game is game of the year because fucking all of them have.
Well, no, it's so intense. It's competitive wise, David would know what I'm talking about. Like if I get in a competitive game when it's like super close and heated and it's like, oh, there's only 1 or 2 other people in here and it's now just a battle between like a few people, just like who's just better. And it's been like, and then you have time invested into this too, where it's like in the equivalent of like a fighting game with David. That's like if you invested like into like a set 5 game. You put all this time into it. Now it comes to that last little bit where someone's gonna win, and it's like, all right, whoever has best positioning or just has a better shot wins. That's the stuff that I like, and it kind of works out that way. That's why I fuck around and compare.
They like the game. I don't care. Obviously, a lot of people like PUBG, but for them to say Giant Bomb's Game of the Year is the best game of 2017,
the best game they played that they enjoyed. Okay, so hypothetically.
Do they know what the fucking definition of best means?
It's the one they like the most.
It should be called that then. Game we like the most of the year, not game of the year. The best game.
We're not gonna get. We're gonna agree to disagree on this.
Also, I also want to say when you said PUBG is intense, it just made me realize that it is intense, but it's artificially made that way because of the ring and because of the fucking 100 down to 1. So even though it is intense. Overwatch is intense in a way where it's like you're actually battling and there's progression and stuff, where this is like 20 people just died and I'm hiding in a car.
I don't hide that much personally on my own though. I know.
A lot of people do. You watch I bet if you go to any PUBG stream right now, just random, pick one, you'll find them hiding behind a bush.
Let's do it right now. Then we're gonna end the podcast in a second.
Watch, they're gonna be like in an intense fucking skirmish or some shit. But I'm sure at least 60% of the streams going on for PUBG right now, people are hiding and waiting. Like, and cool. It's cool when you're hiding and waiting and people actually come in and you kill them. Ooh, but like I don't know. I was so happy that Apex Legends added that 3v3 mode, by the way, which I haven't played because I went on yesterday and the servers were acting up. And I was like, oh, well, great. The one time I won't play Apex Legends and it kept saying no server. I was like, all right, cool. But anyway, you find anybody?
To summarize my thoughts, I don't give a fuck about Battle Royals, so.
Yeah. All right. Fun games with fun friends.
All right, well, Adrian's doing that, going to the chat. Does Gore go into these passionate rants?
I already read that comment.
All right, you already read that one. Brickbuyer, name one person more handsome than Gore. I'll wait.
David's secret account says me.
Yeah, that was David that wrote that.
Shout outs to Liquid David out there.
What are you doing, Adrian? Are you just
I'm looking. I see a lot of scoped in shit right now.
Yeah, a lot of scope.
So the audio.
There you go.
Well, yeah, you would.
What we're looking at is Twitch streams to see what we're actually going to be seeing if we looked at a PUBG.
Yeah,
game.
I think they know. We kind of just went into the whole Like,
Oh, see,
let's
this
if
guy's
we can
running
watch
around.
it. We can't see anything. It's frozen for me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the stream, I
hold
see
on,
it.
hold on. I know why.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "What are you doing?"
His best.
Hold on.
He's doing it. If this is best, oh no! Look at this guy. Oh, he's running. I forgot. Either running or
What the
hiding.
fuck do you want to do? You want to fucking like?
I want to play.
fly?
I want to have fun. I want to have. Yeah, actually, that'd be awesome. Hey, Apex Legends has added a fucking character that can fly. They knew. Flying would be dope. God damn.
See, this is why I like shit like Battlefield, because there's always something
Battlefield's
to be
dope.
engaged with in combat.
Sorry,
And Battlefield's dope until they do Battle Royale, then they fuck it up.
Yeah, but I just pretend that.
Oh, he's shooting at somebody that's hiding. So here we go. Here's the other angle of the game.
He's having
Someone
fun. Look
shooting
at that
somebody that's
smile.
hiding. Hey, tell him to smile.
Hold on. Let me go back.
Oh, he died. Oh well. Now you have to wait 30 minutes to get into the next game. Sorry, sad man.
You smile it. See?
So I didn't say the game's not fun.
Yeah, you
I don't
did.
think it's
Yeah,
fun.
you did.
No, I don't think it's fun, but I understand if people find it fun. I said that. I said I
Nice
understand
person
that
you
they
come
find it fun.
across.
I don't think it's fun. And sure, I'm sure if we had the right situation, it would be fun. This guy doesn't want to play the game. That guy's like, fuck this, I'm having a beer. I don't want to play this fucking game. This guy's looking at the map, he's so bored. Oh, look at the detail.
Oh no, he's getting loaded in.
Yeah. Oh, this guy might be having fun. Let's see. All right, he's just killing
Look at
himself.
it. Look at it. He's in a fucking
Dude,
helmet.
he's a Daft Punk. He's a Daft Punk.
he's a Daft Punk.
He's one Daft Punk. Oh, this guy's gonna be famous one day. Just because of this helmet. Give him a Bible thump. Yeah.
Give him the hell yeah.
My point exactly. He's running around a hill. I don't know.
You said they were hiding in bushes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it might as well be a bush. A bush would be more entertaining. He's running on a thing. He's falling.
That's right. Plaster my face everywhere.
Yeah, big anime eyes look like. That was a little weird. He's aiming at a tree.
Thank you for watching Blue Rupees. We're gonna stay tuned for our Hellblade's newest sacrifice games gone by. Gore's mad.
Don't worry. If you want to hear some positivity, you'll hear it in a minute.
Will you?
Yeah, oh yeah. For me at least. Spoilers. He'll say this again, except better. Book club.
Oh, this is getting recorded, David. Please lower your shirt.
Oh God. Oh.
Welcome to Games Gone
That was
By.
too much.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boner blocker for that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, of course you do. This is our video game monthly. Sometimes more.
I was about to say, I take it back. I take it back. I said it better.
Yeah, you did. You did. I started remembering boner blocker. How much it cracked me up watching that.
Monthly boner blocker.
It's our monthly boner blocker. Oh yeah, our mate says a workout stream. Never would have thought. Go David.
Hell yeah. This is where we get swole and talk about video games.
Yeah, we talk about a woman's descent into madness while we
Well, David's flexes.
Oh yeah.
Games Gone By is our video game book club that we do once a month, sometimes more. We each rotate picks. So this week or this month was my pick with Hellblade. Next month is David's pick with Parasite Eve. The following month is it's Gore's pick with.
No, it's 999. Then
yeah,
Parasite
my bad.
Eve.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's Hellblade. Last month was Earth Defense Force 5. This month, May
27th, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. That's Gore's pick. June 24th is Parasite Eve. July 29th.
Oh,
that's
it's all good.
This is a train wreck. I'm Adrian, by the way. The one flexing.
I forgot to introduce. I'm Adrian.
The-
All right, I'm Adrian. This is Gore, and the one working out
Is also Gore.
Carlos. That's our new co-host, Carlos. Or
Hell yeah.
Frank. Well, no, Frank. Sorry.
The one flexing right there on camera. If you're listening, the one flexing right
Shitty ass
now.
form. We'll get at least 2 comments.
He's like-
What are those? 20 each?
Yeah, 20 each.
Hell yeah.
That's pussy.
I'm trying to get back to where I used to, where I could do 60 each.
Come on, man. You gotta up those numbers. It's a Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. Do you plank ever?
No.
Planks fucking hurt, man.
That's an old meme. People don't do that anymore.
So since I actually don't have any kids in my classroom, I just actually have a bunch of equipment in there just to keep myself moving because I'm in the classroom all day. And one thing that I have with my EA is we just do planks sometimes. And normal planks are good, but the higher you elevate your feet, it kind of fucks you up more because it changes a whole different part of your body, but it could really fuck up your the lumbar behind you. So
Yeah.
if your fucking form sucks ass like mine does, a minute and a half plank literally just fucking hurts you all day because your fucking back's like a fucking U, and I'm like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, I was trying to do burpees for a while. I was like, fuck, that's destroyed me. Fuck that. I ain't doing this.
If it destroys you probably should do that.
Yeah, but it's better to do something you can do a lot of consistent reps for than something you can only do a little bit and then you're done for the day.
Speaking of being done, David was kind of done with his game.
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of continuing the journey until you feel excruciating pain, let's talk about Hellblade Senua's journey.
I thought you were gonna say continue this podcast.
Let's oh yeah, well,
that would have been a good one.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
So this month it was my pick with Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. This was my picks particularly because this has been a game on my backlog since it came out and when it was a PlayStation game, not a Microsoft exclusive game. And I had bought this on PlayStation right away. I was expecting to get to it right away.
I did a video for it. I was like, this game's scary because they talk to you, and I don't like when people talk to me, so that's already scary.
He already hates the podcast.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed what I played, and I was like, all right, and I never played it again until now.
Yeah,
I bought it 3 different times.
So this whole thing was mine because it's been on my backlog for ages now. So I was like, why not get to it? Especially because it's still far off. But
yeah,
Hellblade 2 is a thing that is being developed. So eventually we'll get to it. So it's nice to at least have some sort of like idea of what the franchise is now. Franchise, I say, assuming it'll go on. But yeah, this has been one of the ones I've been wanting to, and I thought a little bit change the pace for stuff I've been picking lately. I feel like my picks have been kind of a little bit all over the place, but I thought a little bit more of a super narrative driven, shorter style game would have been nice.
Yep.
But yeah, impressions wise, I guess I'll go first.
Yep.
It was so performance wise. Let me talk about this really quick. Performance wise, for some reason on the Series X, just things did not keep up. I think it was just not properly loaded. Sometimes like the cutscenes didn't really did it for you guys? Did the cutscenes kind of blend well, or was there a pretty hard cut?
No, it was fine.
No, it felt like it blended pretty well.
I think. How were you playing it? Did you with a disc or something? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. But
no,
I played it on a Series S, and it still ran pretty decent.
So it ran so fast that sometimes it didn't really it didn't really blend the cutscene as it should have been. Like things popped in or things didn't even load in or they.
Well, I had some pop in, but it didn't look like anything that the Series X was at fault for. The only thing I didn't like is the auto HDR for the game was kind of cruddy, so I turned that off.
Sure. Did you ever notice like textures not loading in or something like that?
Yeah, but I mean the game was still indie. I mean it was only 30 people worked on it, so I just assumed it wasn't like very very. Like it was noticeable, but it wasn't like all the time.
Yeah. So I will mention that too. This is an indie game, and what they described
29 people, I think.
And what they described it as a AAA indie game, which I think is a pretty suitable way of
that's appropriate
going at it. But yeah, no, and we'll talk about that even in a second. But yeah, impression wise, performance aside, I loved the process of everything, how it played out. I've always heard how it was played out. I always heard that it was like such a very particular, and I actually watched right before the podcast. I actually watched the feature that they did that's on there, and they go through. They do. It's a 30-minute video, pretty much talking about like their development into the psychosis and how they did a bunch of research. They got people on board to review the game that had been through this, and they were like stoked by it. They're like, wow, this is actually incredible the way this is. But it like firsthand, like actually getting experience it finally, it was super interesting the way that worked out. And especially because I had headphones on the entire time, hearing it constantly. I know you said you turned off the headphones after a while because it got annoying, which
it didn't get annoying. It got too intense.
Which is but I mean that's like to a credit.
I was joking when I said that.
And I think that's like to a credit though. Like the fact that it got so intense, the fact that it's like there's something in your ear literally every fucking second. Like it's so hard to get.
It wasn't even the voices. It was fucking like when there's a part where you go down into a sea of
that fucking
maybe
nightmare mode.
Yeah, nightmare fuel. And I was like, no, because they're all like, oh, I'm dead. I'm like, no, I don't want this.
You know,
no, it's terrifying.
It's crazy because like people were talking about that. They were talking about like pretty much every single fucking creepy moment is shit that people have had. Like they talk about like there's people that like had this that are like
walls of people dead and shit reaching to you. Like everybody has dreamt of something fucked up.
No, but people are like that just like deal with this. Like there was one instance that fucking caught me off guard where some guy's like, yeah, no, I guess they explained that some guy has visions of people hanging in his room all the time, and he rushes over to save them.
Oh, okay.
And that's where like a lot of the hanging came from, was like that stuff. Like a lot of the instances where you see like really weird out of norm stuff, that's stuff that they pulled from people that have this like vivid shit going on.
Yeah, I figured that.
But yeah, no. So going back again, just because we will talk, we'll get more in depth. Impression wise, game itself, like as an actual playable game, was not very fun. I think the combat was very plain. You know, it was pretty much all right. Parry, attack, attack, attack. Parry, attack, like attack, attack.
First Souls game in the combat.
Very basic. No upgrades. Nothing. It's that, and you had a little puzzle moments for like finding little letters there, which was cute. Maybe did a little bit too much of it, but it was neat too. But the moments where it did spice it up and do something different, like the moment where you're getting, it's by the way spoilers. I feel like I just gotta preface that. I gotta start remembering that at the top of the show, but whatever.
Spoiler: we will spoil everything about this game going forward.
And we'll spoil every single game's gone by game from now on. But like when you're getting chased down by that dude and you have to hurry up and like find the letters while he's chasing your ass. That was cool.
That was it was supposed to be, I think, what was it supposed to be? It was just like the village was burning down or something, right?
And there was one guy chasing your ass too. Like you had to like stay quiet. There was like all those like things there.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking
about. That I will say was
that one. Were you talking about the torch one? The torch one where you have to like light the torches?
No, that's the other one. But it's the one where you're like it's like a maze. Remember, it's like a maze and you have to like
it's like a maze and you have to like duck through under.
Yeah. I thought it was supposed to be fire.
No. There's a guy chasing you.
I know. No. I thought it was supposed to be a fire chasing you. Like it was just a creeping fire.
Maybe
chasing you. I didn't know it was supposed to be a person.
I think it's I don't know. I was playing that shit like
I thought because it was supposed to be like that was a what the fuck? It was a Surtur. Is that the god? The guy that was in Thor
Ragnarok. Yeah.
Oh, was that already? I don't know. I played almost all of it in one day.
Yeah, because that maze scene was like towards the end of the game.
Yeah. But anyway, I think those kind of moments where they did something different was super, super well done. But
that one I had a problem with though. I for some reason it just wasn't zooming in correctly. Like I was like fucking like I have the ruin, let me fucking do it, and it just wouldn't. So I had to run fuck away and lead it somewhere else, and then fucking come back.
Yeah,
and like it wouldn't work, and I had to run away again.
Yeah, but otherwise combat wise, it was very subpar. But that's not the biggest deal to me. But
I don't see this.
We'll go straight to gore. So what do you think, Gore?
Okay, I didn't think the combat was actually that bad at all. I thought it was perfectly serviceable. It was there to get you from point A to point B, obviously, to have some gameplay, so it's not just walking around. I think it would have been better if it was just that, but it also wouldn't really fit with the kind of game it is, because she's supposed to be like kind of, I guess, Viking-ish.
She's a Celt. Well, Celt warrior.
Celtic, yeah. So like it wouldn't really make sense if she's just running or something the entire time. So The combat I thought was fine. I thought it had a nice weight
No,
to it.
it wasn't bad. It's just that
good.
it felt repetitive because it's literally it was very one note.
It was repetitive, but I thought they did a good job of mixing it up where
enemy variety.
Yeah, there was variety to the enemies. There's a good amount considering it's like a 7-8 hour game. And also there was a lot of variety when it comes to now you're doing puzzles. Now there's a lot of story stuff. Now you're hiding from this thing. Now
you know what was cool? I love the like almost down but not out thing where you get knocked down and your voice is like get up, get up, get up, and you mash it.
I love that. Like they'll tell you behind you. Like
oh, dude, that's so fucking sick. I love that because I'm like behind you. I'm like cool, parry.
Yeah.
But no, great. So I think what some of my favorite moments in the combat though is down but not out. You get up and you use your slow mo and you just go fucking berserk on those motherfuckers. Yeah, you start fucking swinging on their shit and they kill them all. That's fun.
Yeah. Which the ending of the game took me. Oh, because you're supposed to lose at that part.
And yeah, it is some Halo Reach shit. I didn't realize that too.
Because I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna fight fucking, and then you just keep going. I'm like, all right, I'm supposed to probably die, but I'm not gonna
I ain't no bitch shit right here.
Yeah, and
I got about 10 minutes into it, and then the voice was like, no, just go lay down.
Well, the voice says it. It's like you're killing yourself. Fucking stop.
Yeah, but every time the voices tell you to do something, obviously it's like it's
the voices are so contradictory, which fucking it destroys my mind, right? Because sometimes they're like cheering you on.
Stay here.
Sometimes they're like,
don't go.
They're like, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. I'm like, oh my god,
go, don't stay. Dillion's over there. Come back. Don't go there.
Like, and then it's cool. The way they did it though is because the voices that they discovered
everywhere.
Well, but they also didn't know people when they hear the voices. Sometimes they're close, sometimes they're far. So I had the two actresses, and they would just like literally just walk around the mic, and sometimes they walk closer to it, sometimes they walk back, and they would like have a conversation like that, which is super cool.
Yeah, and there's new voices added like randomly too. Mm-hmm. Like there's times where you just hear a different voice. Like I think there's like a man voice at one point. I think kind of like more like soft spoken guy voice almost. I think there was that just kind of like said a couple things in the background. Like I played a lot of it with the headset, but I did take it off for some of the more intense scenes because it was like that fire one. I took it off. I was like, no, fuck this. I hate running from things I can't see. That eventually became not as scary. But when you run away from the beast character, I'm like, with the torch, I'm like, no, it's okay. And then at one point where you see the beast finally, and he's running towards you, and
you turn around.
And Senua is just like slowly turns around. I'm like, run, bitch, what are you doing? Run! Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then when you die in those parts too, and she just goes fucking nuts. Like,
she goes nuts, yeah.
Sorry, continue your impressions. Then we'll get to David's.
But I thought the combat I thought was solid. I think it was perfectly. I mean, this is the thing with Ninja Theory. They do gameplay competent, and then they do the story and acting, all this stuff way better.
Except for Kung Fu, or was it
what?
Kung Fu Chaos. That was gameplay first.
The story was exceptional. Well, that wasn't Ninja Theory at the time. They were called
just Dad Monsters.
But, yeah, whatever. But like Enslaved and even like DMC, like some of the more story stuff was fun. The DMC combat was fun, but Enslaved I love. But
so does that mean David's got to pick DMC so we get the trifecta?
Yeah, we get them all. We get them all. Well, no, someone has to pick a fucking what was it called? The multiplayer game that nobody played.
Bleeding Edge.
Isn't it weird that Hellblade was right before Bleeding Edge? Like you look at both of these games, are like, but not even like design wise, it doesn't even look.
Well, it feels like maybe they were like already kind of. It feels like the same thing Grounded was, where they're like, we need to make something that makes money.
Sure, but like even Enslaved compared to Hellblade, like I could see it.
Oh yeah,
especially when they use live action.
I can also see it being a little itch they had, like, let's just try some of this, and it didn't work out. But you know what, we played it; it was kind of fun. But there was a steep learning curve that once you got your ass kicked, like handed to you, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't anything amazing. But it was kind of fun. Which means it's gonna be Giant Bomb's Game of the Year. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, Jeff's the only one there, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're not gonna do Game of the Years anymore because they don't want this. No. Well, actually, David, remind me, in DMC, was there any live action footage they intermixed in there?
I never played DMC.
I never played. I assumed you did.
No, I was always so.
I wonder because they do that
because of the changes they did.
Because his hair wasn't white. Yeah.
And the storyline and everything else, that was not down for an emo, edgy fucking Dante.
Are you still not down to play it?
Yeah, wait, but you played Devil May Cry 2?
Yeah, but that one's garbage for a reason.
Yeah. Sure, but I'm just saying, at that point, you had one emo, edgy Dante one, and that was the second one. But anyway,
I
was wondering if like they do, because they do live action footage in this, and they interweave it really nicely. Because at first I was like, oh, those graphics are good, and I'm like, no, that's just live action.
Yeah.
And they do it in Enslaved at the end. You see Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if like maybe they just like doing that. So, but there was no live action footage in Bleeding Edge, though. I assure you that. There's also no people playing it too.
Which is unfortunate because I had a lot of fun with that game.
Yeah, it was all right. I like the chicken leg lady. She was fun. I like the one guy that was like a snake or whatever. There was some cool characters. I played a lot. Yeah, I mean, I didn't like playing these characters, but I liked them as designs. I wish they were in a better game. It was an okay game. I had fun enough, but anyway, I thought the gameplay was fun. I thought the puzzles were at times a little annoying, just like because it's like, all right, I have to walk here, and like they weren't the toughest puzzles either. So it's just like, all right, move here, and it's just like you have to identify things. So you have to like, oh, you have a ruin that looks like an F. Look for a F, and it's always obvious. It's like
find that one thing that stands out. Yeah,
it is really cool of an idea when it comes to puzzles, like but it just felt like they wanted to add puzzles and they didn't want to do too much variety with the puzzles, so they had this one mechanic like, oh, ruins, she has to put ruins on doors. Like, all right, but that stuff didn't bother me because I thought everything else was so fucking great. I thought the acting, especially from Melina Jorgens, I think is, who's not an actor. Editor. Yeah, she's the video editor, as she said when she accepted the award for her performance.
She killed it,
Game
though.
Awards. She fucking was great. She was originally just a stand-in, and then they said, no, we'll just use her, because they actually had, I almost want to say, because I watched the original gameplay. Have you ever seen the original gameplay for Hellblade?
No.
When it was just called Hellblade at this point, and it looked more like, Heavenly Sword was another game they did. It looked more like a straight up action game. It had the same kind of gameplay, but it looked sloppier because it was early. And I almost want to say the narrator voice was the voice of Senua. I keep wanting to call her Hellblade. Of Senua. You know, the narrator that's like talking in your brain.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. I almost want to say that's the voice actor in that gameplay demo they released. I think like 2015. I think it said. Because you can look it up. It's like 3 minutes of gameplay and she's talking, and it sounds like that actress. And then I guess they just got her to do the stand-in for the mocap stuff, and they really thought she did a great job. And yeah, I'm assuming she's coming back for Hellblade too. But she's really great. She is, because at first it's more of the voices in your head and Druth and stuff doing more of the heavy lifting when it comes to the plot progression, because she's kind of just like settling in. But later on, as the game progresses, you get way more of her psyche, you get way more of what's going on, her past. I love how they present her background, because the game starts off and you're already like on your way to hell. And in this game, they do a great job of like actually presenting the backstory and showing like all the other characters, her father, her mother, Dillian, of course. She says Dillian like a million times in this game. Right, Dillian. Yeah, so I thought everything was great. Graphically, it looked phenomenal. I love the settings, even though they're terrifying. Really good use of lighting. Some of the best fire I've seen in a video game. Really good fire, which is hard to do. And that's hard to do in fucking movies, let alone video games. And I loved pretty much every moment of it. I really did, except when it was scaring me, and I had to take the headphones off. But I loved every moment, even the gameplay. When it wasn't amazing, I was loving it because I knew there would be more, and there was dialogue happening during the gameplay, and the setting was so good. I love the atmosphere in this game. It is honestly one of the best horror games I played, because it is about her psychosis and all that, but it is a great game to play during October, because it is terrifying at times, and it really gets into like the mythology and stuff of what is it?
Yeah, that's why I thought you would have been super into it, David. And that's a good segue into it.
Because I'm not really well versed.
You were like going off about God of War with that.
God of War and Thor. That's about it for me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I didn't like the backdrop of the Norse mythology because, well, actually, I now don't like it for two reasons. One, because it's like, okay, well, I mean, these are cute little stories, and
Cute. I don't know about cute.
Well,
Most
it's
of them
one
are
of those things,
horrible.
Like, I've read these mythos before, whatever.
Yeah,
It's
some of
kinda
them
neat
were
to hear
actually
it.
the Loki one. I remember hearing about somewhere.
Yeah.
The Loki one
You
was
know,
fucked up too. Turns into a
so
woman. And...
I think I actually brought that up on the God of War one.
Maybe that's where I heard it from. That's probably where I heard it from.
Because it's one of those things that's like, yeah, it's kind of neat to hear the Greek or the Norse mythology here, and
Ragnarok,
there are
obviously.
moments where it's like, okay, they're trying to make a couple parallels to like the relationships that are happening here, but then after a couple of them, like, all right, well, this isn't serving any real purpose, so I don't give a fuck. But I'm pissed at it now, especially because I found out that there's an extra scene you get with your companion there. What the fuck's his name? You just said it earlier.
Truth.
Druth, yeah. You gotta get an extra scene with Druth at the end of the game if you did get all the things. Which I'm pissed because I'm like, oh, I didn't fucking know that until I went back to look at.
Well, what's the scene?
So like, oh shit. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet.
Let's go look at it.
She just says high
yeah,
five.
we'll pull it up because I think he actually explains like the final twist of the game, and that's the only way you get them.
I don't want that. Then I don't want fucking explaining. What the fuck is
Well,
like a
let's
developer's
watch it.
commentary then? And also, we probably shouldn't watch it because it might get us a copy.
Well, we're just gonna play the. I'll show it to you guys.
Okay.
Because
how long is it?
Under 3 minutes.
Okay. And so we're gonna be silent for the next 3 minutes, I guess.
I mean, we can talk over it. It doesn't matter.
Okay. And if it's just him talking though, then
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And then Senua.
Oh wait, no, it's gonna show on there.
Thor.
Never mind. We're not gonna do this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
So they won't.
So it's one of those things that I kind of hate it for that. Like it just didn't. It
hated the whole
like
game just because of that.
No, I hated that part of it. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
I thought the lore stones were really good. I was actually upset I missed a couple, especially since I missed the achievement. I don't know. The stories were really, especially when it was telling a story that was like a continuing story, which I don't think starts until like a little bit in.
Yeah, it's like a few hours in that you start getting some connected.
Yeah,
ones.
you get the what's his name, Sigmund, and then
Sigurd, and
then Loki was one of them, and Ragnarok was one of them. Like every time I got a piece, I was like, oh, I need the next piece, I need more. And I think I must have missed like 1 or 2 lore stones in the beginning of the game because after like a certain point, I think after like you fight the second of the 2 bosses in the beginning, the challenges, like I was like, I need to get these lore stones. So I looked like everywhere. So I missed.
I had like a big chunk of them, and then all of a sudden I just missed a large chunk. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess I'm done with those.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know where. It's probably like during one of those intense parts where I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't care for him just because it didn't relate exactly to like it wasn't telling more about Druth, it wasn't telling more about Senua, and that is where my attention was, is what is going on with these characters. The Norse mythology is neat. I like Norse mythology, but I don't need it here. And I will say, I fucking hate the combat in this game. It's fucking boring. Every time you had to fight against random enemies, well, not random because they're obviously predetermined encounters, but anytime it wasn't a boss fight, it was a fucking slog. Right. I absolutely hate. I am going to go on record. This is the one time I will actually say I wish there was no combat in this game. I actually wish this was a walking simulator, because when this game was gripping, it was engaging, was when dealing with Senua and Druth and Dyin, and really getting into everything with them, the personal story. That was enrapturing. That was phenomenal. The combat is boring as shit. It is literally just parry the game. I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna parry all these dudes, and then I'm gonna continue on.
I will stick with that. So I think it's very one note. That's my thing, is you don't upgrade anything, nothing really happens. But I do like the voices. The voices are cool. I think you hear them like fighting alongside you almost in a way, or they're kind of like either cheering you on or talking shit.
The only thing I liked about it was what you called out to, was like, hey, behind you. I was like, oh, okay, someone's trying to attack me from behind, so I'll parry just out of. It's not even I'm learning to parry something out of there.
That parry is very satisfying. I think though. I think it feels.
It's the first couple times you sit, and then it's like, okay, this is just the game.
I thought hitting the enemies felt like heavy, like you're actually hitting something too, which I always think like bad combat has like that. No, you don't feel any feedback really. And this game, I thought did it pretty well. I thought when
No,
I was hitting those motherfuckers and killing
It just
them,
there
I was
wasn't
like,
anything else to it. It's like literally you fight
You know
one
what?
guy, you kind of fight them all in a way.
I will say this: what it needed was some finishers. It didn't have like any. You just fucking hit them.
Yeah,
and
no,
they go
because
flying off.
that's what I'm saying is like her intensity with it, the way like she kind of like
Yeah, she
you
should
kind
have
of-
wore like she would put thumbs in eyes and shit, even though they didn't
like
have
like
eyes,
you
but
you
whatever.
feel how much like she's just like there, and then like I said, like the down and out thing. I think that part's really cool. Like it gives you like a feel like, oh, you have to get up, do it, get up now.
Yeah.
Like I think if you took all that cool shit out of it, then it's super basic, super basic. But at least that like kind of like little sugar exterior kind of made me get through it for it.
I hated it even more because it's like this is a waste of my time. Like the fight on the bridge is the longest, most drawn out fucking bullshit. After fucking
When you
7,
put the
8
bridge
of
together.
those guys, I was fucking ready for the shit to be over.
They are. It's almost like a fucking horde mode at some point, right? They're just throwing more and more people at you.
Oh, you're talking about when Hella shows up at the end?
No, when you build the bridge to get to Hella.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't.
It's a pretty long fight.
I played it on normal, but I don't remember it being. Oh, you talk about right at Hell? Oh, okay.
Going into Hella,
the bridge going right into the door.
The one you have to put together by looking at the fucking.
It wasn't long for me.
It was kind of long.
It wasn't long for me. All right, that was weird.
What difficulty you put it at?
Minutes just
I had the combat difficulty on normal. I didn't think it was like the game was hard at all. Like there was a couple times where I was getting ganged up on, and I was considering putting it on easy. I was like, "Fuck this." But
I honestly wish I had played it on hard because this game's too fucking easy.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Did anyone ever know how many times you could die until it takes away your save?
It technically
doesn't. It doesn't. It's a lie. I knew that years ago. They lied to you. They say that so it becomes more intense. That's pretty much the
I was a little worried
at
times. I didn't die that many times, but every time like it looked like it, you're like, oh.
You know, it's bullshit. Towards the end, it's bullshit, but it's also kind of cool. Towards the end, just out of nowhere, the rot was like way higher. Even though I only died maybe like 2 times, which is bull because it made it look like I died a lot. But it was cool because it looked dope. So you know. I mean, the rot look. The more messed up our hero looks towards the end is more bad.
You know why though? They raised it up there because they had to have that cutscene where it shows it leaving.
Yeah.
And if you're good at the game, it's like, well, I guess you don't have that cutscene part.
Yeah, you don't have that shit. You have only a little bit of rot. You need a lot of rot.
A lot of rot.
Okay, so you didn't like the combat. I
hated the combat.
Yeah, you really didn't like it. See, I didn't mind it, but whatever, fine. I'm not gonna defend it because I'd rather talk about everything else besides have an argument about.
Agreed. I everything else about this game was phenomenal. Like just bar none. This was a fantastic story, a fantastic experience minus the combat. The puzzles.
Did you like the puzzles? Okay.
Yeah, the puzzles were fine. Like they were simple. There was a couple that were a slog just because of how fucking slow Senua is. Like one of the last runes that when you're kind of going in between the different dimensions, the light and the dark one, you have to kind of climb up the tower. Like I hated that one just because walking all the way up, hitting that, walking all the way back, like
just run.
That was annoying and unnecessary.
Yeah, the run.
No, the run is slow as shit. Yeah.
I will say immediately when I saw how slow she walked, I was like, all right, toggle on sprint and just like walk. Don't even press that shit anymore. Yeah. All she was doing was running. Like in those segments where you're supposed to be like, oh man, you're intense because you have to start running. I'm like, I'm already running, bro. I'm gone.
At Becky in the chat says, do some flexes while you're talking, Big Dave.
Yeah,
hell yeah, maybe later.
He's tired.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's tired. Look at him.
We'll see. But no, play your cards right. But no, anyways.
Yeah, now we're not pointing at the screen. Now we're just pointing at God.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch, I'm coming.
Fucking rest easy while you can.
Okay, well, so you got the combat out of the way. Let's talk about everything else you did like, David, since it's good to hear that you liked everything else.
I mean, that's all I got to say is I liked everything else. You know, the puzzles were neat. A couple times there were a slog here and there, but the story is very well written. I love Senua's character. The ending leaves on an interesting note, which we'll kind of get into a bit more later.
That's kind of why I liked the ending. I don't need it explained to me by Druth, which I think Druth is a cool character, especially when he explains a little bit about his backstory and how did he end up where he did.
Situation.
Yeah, that was really fucked up. Where he's just like, yeah, let me tell you this fucked up story. Oh, by the way, that was me. I'm like, oh, all right. God damn. I should have just figured that. It's like. But he knows all these stories. Yeah, I like all the characters really, even like just the one voice that ends up being Hella in your head. That's I don't know what reverb they put on that, but it was really good.
It was a satisfying sound.
Yeah. He sounded like oh man, Adrian, you watched The Witch, right?
The Vivitch.
The Vivitch. Sorry, did you watch The Vivitch?
No.
There's that one actor, the father, that has like that kind of like gravelly voice.
Yeah.
It sounded like him. I looked it up. It wasn't him, but it almost sounded like him. Yeah, that guy. He was in Game of Thrones too. But yeah, like I don't know. Those voices always immediately. I'm like, ooh, gravelly,
Hella,
baby.
Yeah,
hella.
Yeah.
All the way the voices.
I was a little confused. Were you supposed to when you're fighting the beast? Were you supposed to assume that was the voice in your head? Because I was a little confused at that part. Because
that's the way I took it.
Yeah, and then later on, it's revealed it was actually Hella, not the beast. Yeah, that's because I was a little confused at that because he's like, "I'm sorry, Senua. I went sicko mode. Now leave." And then he's still talking to you. He's like, I apologize. And I'm like, I'm Hella, bitch. I'm like, oh, what? That's weird.
Hell of a trick.
Hell of a trick. I want to say one thing. The acting itself was phenomenal, especially from Melina Jorgens. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I really like the long takes too. And the way they filmed those is very interesting. Where it's just like it was like two people in the room. The person filming it and then just the actor.
Because they acknowledge the player too, which is interesting.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
But like, the way in which she has
sometimes the player is somebody different too.
Yeah, but the way she is like look at the camera a lot of times, like looking at you, it was like, oh.
Yeah, it's a lot of long takes. So it's unfortunate that there's a cat. Where did the cat come from? Oh no! Don't do that.
Hey! I'm gonna get banned.
You're gonna get banned. He's like, what? Oh, all right. I'll do it later.
She's like,
I'll do it later. Anyway, what was I saying? The cat. Hella. Yeah.
Oh no, long takes.
Oh, I really like the long takes. I really do. It made you feel. It was claustrophobic whenever it did it. Like whenever there was a zoom in of her face. By the way, the eyes. Good shit.
You know, it's funny because
video game.
I was thinking about this. It's crazy because like last generation, I felt like a lot of games like lost on a lot of key moments because eyes were very, very lifeless. That's the one thing this last gen they kind of just nailed. They nailed eyes.
Dude, Mass Effect was like the biggest culprit because it's supposed to be like sad.
That's the one I was thinking of.
It's like,
yeah,
I love you.
But like this gen really nailed eyes, which was last gen. But this one, I'm sure.
Like I feel like every game that tried succeeded. So good.
Yeah,
good
like
job.
fucking Last of Us 2. Oh, fucking the eyes in Last of Us 2 were fucking incredible.
You gotta get the glint right. The glint in the eyes. If you don't get it right,
that's kind of what was like. That's kind of what the bad thing. Like what? Like even like L.A. Noire. Like the facial, everything else was like for the time was very good, but the eyes were just like.
Oh really? Because that was just their actual faces, though. That's how they did that. It was just their faces.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is everything else? I think I like looks wise.
I think it was just the phasing really fucked with me. Every time like you could see like the face like blend into another face. You're like, what the fuck? What the hell just happened? I was like, whoa.
Hey, find the lie. Weird. Yeah, I don't know where they went.
Yeah, I don't know where. I'm lying. Like,
yeah, might as well just say that. Or sometimes it's like, I don't know where they went. And you're like, no, I'm not fucking lying. Why are you making that face?
I just smelled a fart. Smelled the fart, okay? Is Phil Spencer here?
If we ever have Phil Spencer on, you're going to explain that to him.
Phil Spencer, I'm sorry, but sometimes you look like you have like a resting face that looks like you smelt a fart. Like a bad one, too. Not even a good one.
RFF?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Usually it's
resting fart face.
Yeah.
Resting fart face. 2 seconds.
Anyway, standout moments. I think for sure, like all the moments, like where everything got fucking creepy as shit.
Oh shit, yo! At the end, when Hella, I guess it was supposed to be Hella again, disguised as somebody else. You see him as a live action version, I guess, and he's like talking shit to Senua. And the headphones are definitely very, very much the way you should play this game. But it was getting too tense for me. It was like his gravelly voice is getting me spooked. But like we said, like the sea of corpses. When you just see a wall of people reaching out, and I knew when you get near it, they probably wouldn't do anything, but there was no fucking way I was getting anywhere near it. So I was like, if I was Senua, I wouldn't have been like just arms out like this. I would have been like all these arms shit reaching for you. I was like, no, hell no. Disturbing, very disturbing. Not a fan. Not a fan.
The part that was like what like fucking 3D like inside shit was when you first went blurry and it was like don't make any noise.
Oh,
and you see all you see is like a weird like out of focus like blob,
like almost like tentacles. If you look close,
it looked like a thing at the end of Inside.
Yeah, or something you fight in Returnal.
Do I have? Can I gape it? Hold on. No, I won't gape it.
Why'd you look at your cat when saying that? What the fuck?
The thing's right there.
Why you look at the Pachamari?
No, the huddle.
Oh, it's all the way in the back. Why you have it all the way in the back? You spent like $500 on that.
Because I don't want to scare people.
Fuck it, frighten them, bro.
Yeah, fuck people.
Yeah, I keep the Aiden Pierce statue you gave me out, and that's fucking terrifying.
You put it at the front door. It's like a long.
It's actually right here.
Who's he pointing the gun at?
Samurai Jack, which is unfortunate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why you have him getting pointed at by like John Marston back there?
Oh, double. Well, he's definitely dead. Aiden Pierce, that's a double barrel. He's done. But
yeah, like those really creepy moments are like fucked up. I thought. I love some of the visuals are actually phenomenal. I love the scene where you see the big tree there.
Oh yeah.
I took a couple screenshots
there.
Oh,
dude, the fucking when it's like that's actually one of the most tragic moments. Like when you first see the tree, and it's all like nice, and she's talking about Dyin, how they met the first time, which is look. At first you think, oh, this is kind of a corny moment. Then it gets fucking grim quick, which not surprising.
Dude, she acted so well though. Like you could see the innocence on her face, like how it's like shy she was, you know.
Yeah. She's great. Really, really great. Yeah, good job. You know what? Is that what you want me to say?
Good job.
You get our Actress of the Year award.
Yeah, you got the actor. You beat Laura Bailey. I'm sure she was nominated for something. I'm sure she's nominated. No, actually, she was. I think she was nominated for Uncharted that year. So there you go. She's nominated every year, and she still hasn't won.
Really?
No, she did win. I'm sorry. I was thinking I forgot. I always thought Ellie won last year,
Ashley
but it was actually her that won. Yeah.
That's probably why they gave it to her.
Yeah, you didn't win for Uncharted. We gave it to the video editor. She deserved it though. She was really
dude. She was so fucking good, and yeah, like it. What to say? Like, it stuck with me when I watched the feature. It was like she didn't know she had already auditioned, and she could already just feel like
stand-in.
Yeah, and like she was. They said, well, it's kind of crazy how the person next to you just has so much pain, because then they just cut to which is funny because she edited that feature and she's like showing herself, which is kind of funny, but yeah, and then the next cut was her just like screaming on the ground like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, you play this game and you're in the mind of someone with psychosis for, I don't know, David fucking sped run the fucking game, but I was like there for like 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6. Just hearing those fucking voices, like legitimately, I know you joked about it, but like legitimately like fucking annoying or something. You just want to take the fucking headphones off because like, shut the fuck up already, Jesus Christ. And she says that at some point too. She's like, shut up.
Yeah, because she does a great job of ignoring it, because she had to ignore her whole life until a certain point where she just keeps bringing it up, where she's like, just shut up. Well, yeah. And she even responds to them a couple times here and there, like to things they're saying. Like I forgot. Like
there was every once in a while she'd chime in.
There was one that actually caught me off guard because they've been talking the entire time, and then she actually responded to them.
It was the first comment, I think, and it was a while into the game too.
Yeah, it was like at least 2 or 3 hours into the game. But yeah.
But especially when she was first crossing over, and they're like, I don't want to die, and she's like, I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry I brought you guys with me.
End.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what's gonna happen to us? Are we gonna die? I don't want to die. Yeah. Like, oh, sorry.
You hear me, right? Shut the fuck up.
Well, they didn't. So yeah. Look at that.
Did they?
No, they didn't. They got a sequel coming out.
Idiot.
Or maybe it's a prequel.
I'm really excited to see what they do with this kind of
game.
I want to see what they do with this kind of game with Microsoft budget, though. You know, that Microsoft money, make it a full-fledged.
The trailer looked fucking amazing. So if it's anything like the trailer,
oh, I'm sure it's gonna look pretty damn good. Maybe not as good as that, but
I was gonna say the other way. I'm sure it's gonna look.
Shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna look like garbage.
I mean, honestly, it's to the point that trailer is still one of the few things I look at and I go, that is a fucking next gen game right there.
Yeah.
We'll see how much downgraded it gets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was an engine, but that doesn't mean
it means fuck all sometimes.
Yeah, because you can make anything look good in engine, and then you have to make the entire game, and you're like, oh wait, we can't maintain this kind of quality for an 8 to 10 hour game. There's no way. A 2-minute trailer, fine, but 10 hours, I don't know. We're gonna be here for 30 years. He's gonna be elderly by the time it comes out. Maybe we'll see her grow. It'll be like Harry Potter. You see all the characters grow up. We'll see her turn
all
70
grown up.
All grown up. She'll be 70 by the time Hellblade 2 comes out.
How would you say this really feels in their repertoire of games? I guess because I haven't really played too many of their.
I never finished Heavenly Sword. I didn't like the combat. You talk about combat in
general,
game,
yeah. So wait. So what
at
is
least
that?
Heavenly Sword had an interesting story. I wasn't captivated because it was kind of like one of those like, oh, you're the chosen one kind of things, and you have to fight the evil guy who's played by Andy Serkis, and you have to go beat him up. I watched the movie too. The movie is fucking garbage.
Really quick,
but
is there a tie-in with Is Heavenly Sword and Hellblade? Are they together, or is it just be funny and they did the opposite of?
Originally, like I talked about with the Hellblade, the original gameplay, the character kind of looked like the character from Heavenly Sword, but considering how Heavenly Sword's, like, I think Heavenly Sword is like completely different. I don't even know what the fucking mythology or whatever it is set for Heavenly Sword.
I don't remember. It's been ages since I played Heavenly Sword.
I mean, I played it for a couple hours, and I think it was at that time they still had the gyro control, so I'm like, fuck this. Like, the arrow stuff was the worst. Yeah, I didn't care for Heavenly Sword that much, so I just didn't continue. I got a good way through of the game. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. But I loved Enslaved. Enslaved was like the game that really just like caught me off guard, how much I loved it. And I really like DMC. Like I love the original games, but I went in expecting this game to be a fun game, and it was. I thought DMC was fun, and then this game. Is there another game I'm missing? Or is that it?
Bleeding Edge.
Right? Bleeding Edge, yeah. Well, we don't talk about that. But yeah, I would say this is better than Heavenly Sword, considering I finished this. I didn't finish Heavenly Sword. Not as good as Enslaved to me, because Enslaved is just like, give me a few years, maybe I'll say Hellblade's better, but like,
no, Enslaved's your game.
Hellblade's a more important story, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But Enslaved, I just like the characters more because it's just like it's
ooh,
a fun
monkey flip,
big monkey. I have a statue, which I'm probably gonna put his ass back in a box soon because
you're running out of room.
I am running out of room.
You get stuff, and I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you're putting all this shit at now.
I don't know. I put it somewhere. I don't know. I don't know.
You still got my shield too.
Yeah. It might be right here.
It's not.
It might be that right there. It might be getting shipped soon. Who knows? It might cost about $55 to ship it too.
Did it cost $55?
I didn't ship it yet. Obviously, it's right there. That's it right there. I looked it up though. I measured it out.
Nerd.
I measured it out like a week ago because I was gonna ship it last week, and I saw it. It was, I think it was like $54 and like some change. I was like, oh shit, just because I weighed it. I weighed it. It's only a couple pounds. It's not that heavy, but because it's so big, like right there, like, but it's fine.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll shove it into a mail.
A medium mail box. Yeah, it's medium mail. I'll put VHS tape in it. It's good. Now it's medium mail. Well, I'll figure it out. It's fine. But what were we talking about before the shield in the toy?
Monkey flip.
Oh, monkey. Oh yeah, Enslaved. I just like more. Gameplay wise, also I think Enslaved is better. I think it just has all the stuff you expect from a game like this.
David agreed.
He probably would. I think he liked the gameplay when we played Enslaved.
Yeah, I enjoyed Enslaved's gameplay. Like it had just enough variance to it that it was fine.
It didn't piss him off.
Yeah, it didn't piss him off. This pissed him off though. Yeah, anyway, I like Enslaved more, but that's 11 years of playing that game. So that game's 11 years old.
I think all in all that. I think I'd honestly probably say I still like Enslaved more. Like, this is definitely...
I'd hope so after you fucking tirade on this.
Well, no, because, like, the combat is the biggest gripe I have with this. It really is. The story itself, phenomenal, fantastic. And
I'll talk about it for a second, because you keep saying it's really good, but let me hear your thoughts about it. Like, what were you thinking about
Those are my thoughts. That is my thoughts.
That's it. That's my thoughts. That's it. That's all. You know what? It was just good. And
like even the cat got pissed at that fucking
reply. He's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, it's fucking good.
What did you like about it?
I've already said it. I like the dynamic of Senua. I like Drew's kind of journey. There's not much more I can say beyond what I've said.
There's not much in the game story wise besides like you see the backstory of Senua, and I think the way they present it is really well done. Because it is this world. You could say it's this world and her psychosis, kind of drudging it out. That's one thing I think some people probably say like this is all like really in her mind. Some people would probably say that at the end.
Yeah.
Right. It's all in her mind. While that is interesting, I do like the idea that this hell is actually,
No, she was indoctrinated.
Oh, she was indoctrinated. Yeah, Angry Joe made a video about the indoctrination theory for Hellblade.
He did something to fucking put it on.
I have fingers crossed that they've been hiding in Mass Effect 3, this new one, because they have to cross the gap. Like they have to cross it over with Mass Effect 4 coming out. Remember, Liara and everybody's back, so they gotta fucking bridge the gap, right? They gotta.
Do you wish they didn't do the fixed ending now?
I wish you know what? I wouldn't have minded it if they also added at the end the same, at the end when you see Shepard in the, this is a spoiler for Mass Effect now, but you see, well, it's been 10 years almost. You see Shepard in like the wreckage or whatever. Don't you remember? And he like breathes a little bit. Like, what the fuck? I think they took that out for the extended ending, didn't they? If they left it in, then I would have been okay. Been like, oh, maybe it was still fucking, maybe it was still indoctrination. Because the indoctrination theory was great, and it was obviously just fans trying to fix a fucking messed up
shit ending. A really shit ending.
It was really interesting because there was so many.
We tricked ourselves into thinking that was real.
You just got me into that. I'm probably right after this. I'm probably gonna watch Angry Joe's video.
You wanna watch? I kind of want to watch. I'm not. Well, it's late right now.
Yeah,
I might want to watch that soon.
Yeah, it's Angry Joe made a good video.
You want? We should. You know what? Before, because when's it come out next week?
Yeah.
You want to do a reaction to that? Reaction.
Sure.
Let's do a reaction. Let's go through it. Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. It's been like 8 years since I watched it last. I think I watched it once more before playing the Wii U version of Mass Effect 3. Because I had to play something on Wii U. So
yeah, we'll do a reaction to that. That'll be a good way to get into the game again.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll do that. But anyway, yeah, like if they just added that one scene into the extended cut, I would have been good. I'd be like, all right, fine. But hopefully we'll get something. Come on, they have to have something.
Yeah, Ninja Theory,
right? Come on, either that or maybe like in a couple months they'll say, hey, guess what? DLC. Like, what? DLC? And we got the original cast back. Like, whoa!
The DLC, they do the reverse. The DLC is the old ending.
Oh no! Except at the end they have another scene where Shepard breathes, and then it says, and it's just a big question mark. Like,
David
whoa!
checked out. He doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, no, he's played Mass Effect, right?
I haven't played 3.
You didn't play 3?
No.
What the fuck? Who the fuck plays the first two 90-hour games and then not play the third one?
I played halfway through 2.
Oh,
He really didn't like.
You didn't. Okay, so you didn't finish 2. Yeah, I guess he didn't like that. It was more Gears of War action heavy.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play the new one just so you can play the first game again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except he's mad because they
I'll
fixed it.
honestly probably give all of them a chance to go through.
Here, legitimately, there's a. I mean, it wasn't even on my mind until just now, but there's probably a possibility Mass Effect 2 will one day be a Games Gone By.
Ooh, well, I'll be playing it soon. So what the fuck? That'll be a free month for me.
If we all played that, we'll probably just do it as a bonus episode.
Because I'm thinking what I'm gonna do for when Mass Effect Legacy, whatever, Legendary, whatever it's called.
Is look at 1, go like that, and then go to 2.
Yeah. No, I'm actually thinking of playing 1, but I heard you can actually get through the story mode really quick if you just do story shit. So I'm thinking, play it, finally say I played it, and just go through the story, and that's it. That's it. That's all.
I think it'll be fine.
That is possible to do, right? I said that. Someone said
13 hours if you just did the story.
Yeah, that's good. I'll take 12, 13 hours because I do want to see the story play out on my own because I did watch a playthrough, so I knew what the fuck was happening, but I didn't want to play it because I didn't like the gameplay. But if the gameplay is better, then I'll play it. I just don't want to do all the side shit because I know there's a lot of side shit in that game. So more so than other Mass Effect games. Anyway, let's talk about Hellblade. Hellblade would be better if it had her breathing at the end and then a question mark. Which is kind of what happened anyway. It's like, you think she's dead and she's not.
You know, it's one of those things that thematically I feel that it is a stronger story if it was all in her head. Just because the very notion of this.
This is one of the few times you can get away with, and it was all in her head, and everyone wouldn't have been pissed about it.
It is. Honestly, because at the end, you could just say she was just there and she was imagining that kind of, like hello.
Because like everything would look pretty normal.
Yeah, and you could say that, but I think it's more interesting if it was in her head. But I find it also interesting because of all the scary shit you saw and how terrifying this mythology is, and how like God of War took it seriously, but this took it to maybe 10 times as seriously because they're even the stories are fucked up. Some of them are like, whoa, like the sister, making love with her brother. That was the Sigmund one, making love to her brother just to make an heir that will stop the king. I'm like, God damn, and he lived in the woods the entire time. And he got badass, and then the sun comes, and he almost kills his own son, and Jesus Christ, it's like y'all motherfuckers are. It's funny. I just played Immortals too, which is all like goofy and shit. So,
what would be kind of neat is if it was kind of a combination of both, in the sense of it was all a dream, but she still went through and rampaged like that. So we get the second game,
a bunch of dead babies,
hands back from that scene, and you see Immortals the carnage around the house of where she did basically just slaughter a bunch of fucking people.
No, I don't want her to be like a bad person though.
But by the way, I can't remember now. I forgot if Immortals was Greek mythology or Norse mythology. I completely forgot.
Fairly confident it's Greek.
Is it? I don't remember now.
I think it's Greek.
Was it Odin or fucking Zeus that was in it? I can't remember, honestly. It's probably Greek. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Well, it leads me to my last kind of thing before we head out of here. What do we think for a sequel? I mean, they obviously talk about a sequel at the end of the regular ending, and they talk about there's more stories.
She just says we have another story. She might as well have looked at the camera, what she did, and winked and said,
"Come back,
coming back."
Well, what do we feel like is the route for this to have a sequel? Like, what kind of story do we have to tell now?
Well, I could see it just being about her accepting who she is now, which is what she did at the end of this, and just to the point where she's the trailer makes it seem like she went full on evil almost, kind of not evil, but she's much darker now than she was before. Because even in those flashbacks, you get a sense that she's very shy, mainly because of her father, just like kind of beating her down about her curse.
Yeah.
Which you guys heard. So
like,
yeah, that's something they talked about, like in that mythology too, is that they were strict about like any mental illnesses were a curse,
yeah, it was a curse.
which was
So when they were
super
saying it was saying you're cursed, I was like, so, which makes sense. I mean,
Right.
but back in those days, even if it, there's no
Hey, there's
gods
something
or anything.
different. Cursed.
Huh? Cursed.
Something different with you?
Yeah. I got a boil, cursed. You got a zit, cursed. You got like one toe that's a little too small, cursed.
Got a big dick, blessed.
You got double jointed thumbs, cursed. Actually, that's probably true.
Double jointed dick, blessed.
Oh, he blessed. Yeah. You could go whoop. He's like, you know what? I don't feel like moving at all to get in that puss. Whoa!
So
how'd you do that? Double
So
jointed dick.
you guys think she's gonna get more crazy with things? Because yeah, the trailer was more intense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think. What's the subtitle again?
Senua Saga.
Senua Saga.
She's going on a fucked up journey. Why? I have no idea why, but she's going on some kind of messed up journey that is just gonna ripple through the world in some way. She's gonna become. You know what?
Hella too.
She kind of already did with killing Hella, but I think she's gonna like go to god status at some point in this game, and she's gonna be like a legend.
And then there's a JRPG that they make after to kill Senua.
Yeah, because the first thing you do is
find a cat,
fight a rat, and then at the end you fight Senua God. So
yeah, no, the meme goes, quest 1, find cat. Last quest,
cat.
kill God.
Kill God. Yep, and that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a JRPG. And
then they create the counter RPG where step 1, find God, step 2, kill cat.
Oh yeah, there you go. Step 1, find God. Step 2, kill cat.
No, I thought you were gonna say that was a lot. That's the last mission. Kill cat.
So, I like it's step 1 and 2. Step 1, find God. Step 2, kill cat. That's good. Yeah, I could see. I could see it going way fucking darker, as you could see. Also, the music's gonna be. Oh, the music, by the way, in this game is fantastic.
Oh, absolutely,
especially
fantastic.
Even though you don't like the combat, can you at least say that at the end when that music's playing as she's fighting all those the visions or whatever, what the fuck they're supposed to be? I guess demons. I don't know. Was pretty good, right?
The music is phenomenal in this game, and it doesn't overuse the music either. It knows when to give you quiet moments, which is a very underappreciated thing I feel in a lot of games. Is it knows when to just let you breathe and have to deal with atmosphere, and it does it so well.
Yeah. I thought the whole game was great. I like, even the combat was only good in my opinion, but because everything else was so good, it elevated it to great for me. Because like I wouldn't be down. I mean, I wouldn't be down. I wouldn't be down playing it again. I wouldn't be against playing it again. Honestly, like it might be one of those games.
I want to go through it again just to play it on PC and go through it in a high fidelity. So I will say the game did shug a little bit on the 1S.
Yeah, got 1S. For us, because they have that 1X upgrade, so you can choose high frame rate.
Didn't even matter though.
Yeah, it didn't really matter because they were. It was a little less so.
Really, I think I looked it up. I think literally that's the option doesn't matter. It gives you both on Series X. They just never updated.
It looked a little chunkier for me. I don't know. Yeah, a little chunky. You know,
chunky.
Maybe it wasn't, but it doesn't matter. I put it on the high frame rate.
But fine. Anyway, this is nice to have down now, so that way when the sequel does come out on Game Pass, we're there.
I'm excited for the sequel. Like the sequel is the first I knew because I've had the game for a long time on Steam because I have just a lot of shit on Steam. But I was excited for the sequel, and now that I've actually played this game, I'm actually invested in it. You know, it was interesting to just kind of see the trailer for, and I was just kind of scrolling through it as we were kind of talking about it, and yeah, the tone, the kind of like where we're going with Senua's character, I'm just 100% down for this.
Same.
Big same.
Just hopefully it actually has good combat next time.
Like I said, I think that budget behind them now with this game, they do whatever the hell they want with it. Like Phil Spencer was out there pimping. I mean, first off, the first game they're showing off on their new console, like that's saying a lot too.
Right.
Second off, like Phil Spencer was pimping it out, like, hey, this is a company that's not unfamiliar with the Game Awards, so you can tell he's trying to gun for something more Game Award with that.
That's true, because I think 2017, I think Hellblade might have won the most awards. I almost want to say it did because it won audio design, which well deserved, best performance, and it won something else. And that might have been either the most or the second, or like tied for the most.
Because everything else was a clear battle between like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 fucking games.
Yeah, so everything else got split up pretty good.
And like Zelda only fits in like 2 categories, really. Like action adventure and then game of the year, really.
Let's see. Winners.
Music,
I
know Hellblade won 3.
The Doom Eternal Steelbook is only $5 right now.
Yeah,
I
actually got to buy a couple of them. The
best
Yakuza one was good, yeah.
Best audio design went to Hellblade. Best performance went to Hellblade. Games for Impact went to Hellblade.
Games for Impact, that was the other thing. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see.
Zelda might have won like 2 or 3 also.
Yeah, and that was it. So let's see. So 1 3. Let's see what Zelda got. 2 3.
It won 3. It won Game of the Year. I guess
it won 3.
Best studio.
It won Best Action Adventure.
I don't think Best Studio should count because that was for both Mario and Zelda, and that was just Nintendo. So if they won that, then
no, they didn't.
They didn't. Okay, for developer.
No.
That was probably that year was probably oh shit! It was something like, oh, that's cool.
I don't think there is a Best Studio anymore.
In 2017, I think there was. They didn't do it the last few years, I think. But
I don't see it.
Or maybe they started it recently because they did it for when Sekiro won. I remember that because I think From Software won that, and I remember we were like, oh, that means it's probably.
Oh, you mean game direction?
Oh yeah, I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah, no, they got it they got it, but
that's their director award. Like the Oscars always does the director, and then they'll do acting, and then they'll do the best picture. Unless it's the new Oscars where they fucking do best actor at the end, and then they end the fucking show on a whimper.
I love when people get nominated twice in one category. Though I don't know why it's just funny to me.
That is funny. Yeah.
What was it?
I don't. We never talk about the Oscars thing, but that still fries my onions, as they say. They'll say that. I just came up with that.
Like Trent Reznor was nominated twice in music for Soul and Monk.
Monk.
Right. Mank.
The fuck is Monk? Mank. I was like, I know he did 2 scores.
And I missed the fucking vowel.
I didn't remember what Mank was. I was thinking Trial of the Chicago 7 or something. I knew he did something else. But he won for Soul. So
I'm kind of tempted in that Dead Souls thing now. You got that, right? How'd that?
Yeah, how much is it now?
$60.
You mean Dead Cells?
Dead Cells, sorry.
Dead Souls is the Yakuza game.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good. I like the statue. And if you already have the game on Switch, then you can just get rid of your version and make some money back. Oh, well.
Womp womp. All right.
This one, it's cool. The vinyl's cool. It's actually really good. I like the steel book too. Or not steel book, but it's like a steel box.
Yeah.
Actually, you might be able to see it in the background. Can you? No. Let me move it. No, I can't see it. It's too blurry.
Fuck.
Never mind.
Never mind.
It's up there. It's up there yonder.
Shout out to Hellblade. Good game. David doesn't like the combat, but otherwise he respects it.
Just an asshole. He's such a dick.
David, you heard it here first. He doesn't like combat in his games. Give him no combat.
Yeah.
He prefer that.
No combat, only walking.
Is garbage.
Yeah, only walking and reading. That's it. That's all he likes.
Yeah, you heard him here for. I like this book as my game of the year.
Yeah. Hey, and make your game have it so you take a stroll in the park and you fucking read a book.
And have at least one singular big titty.
Take a stroll to a park and die on a bench.
Yeah, and then step 1, find God. Step 2, kill cat.
Anyway,
that's how the book ends.
That was Games Gone By for this month. Thank you for listening on there. Remember, next month, or not next month, later this month, is 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. That's May 27th. Got to get
But
on that, 'cause
first
that's a bit of a
was the
long
Zero
game.
Escape Saga.
It's a bit of a long game. Yeah, I gotta get on that right away.
It's been a long
June 24th, Parasite Eve.
Yeah.
July 29th, Metal Wolf Chaos. It doesn't matter, XD or not, doesn't matter. August 26th,
it'll be
Stardew
XD.
Valley.
Oh,
And
definitely
September
be XD.
30th, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Ritual
yeah.
of the Night.
These
The
do go
year
up
of
on their
the-
own. If you're listening to this on its own, it's way past when we recorded this. It's probably end of the year, I imagine. If you're listening to this while we went separate, how'd the year go? Hope 2021 treated you well. I hope we're still alive.
And if we're all gone because the sun exploded, you can't breathe. You see the same way. So
Did you about to say you can't breathe anyway?
you can't breathe.
can't
Well,
read
that's true.
this.
I was gonna say you can't read.
Death all around.
Yeah, these are all things you can't. Pretty much, if the sun explodes, you can't do anything. So you could say can't and then add anything, and it would probably
Fuck.
be true. Unless can't live, and then you can do that because you're dead. So congrats, the sun exploded. You are.
Can you
dead.
kill God though?
You can, and then you will find Cat in hell. Because that's where we're all going. We're all going to hell.